Hello and welcome to On Tap Sports. I've been testing out some mic settings because my mic wasn't set right to where I need it to be. So let me know. I'm going to stop talking for a second. Let me know if the mic's okay. I think the volume's a lot better. God Tong said something about the volume the other day or whatever, and I don't think that had anything to do with Colton coming in on the show. I think it had to do with my mic settings had been changed, and I didn't even know it. I think they were changed whenever my card got stolen and they put a little hold on my account or whatever here on StreamYard. So let me know if it's okay, and so I don't talk too much without knowing, and I will we'll get going after that. Sounds good. Thanks, Colton. Appreciate you, bro. All right, here we go. Ohio State and Villanova. Ohio State, a 4.5-point underdog in this game. I have Nova going to the championship game, so obviously I had Villanova winning this game. But I've been looking over some things. I looked over some things, and I fill out these scorecards every time. I fill tip-offs in 4.5 minutes. I fill out these scorecards every time so I can make sure I have the players' names right and all that good stuff, and get a little stat lines going and stuff like that. Let me know what you hear when I say this, okay? First leading scorer for Villanova, Collin Gillespie, 15.9 points per game. Next leading scorer, Justin Moore, 15.2. Third leading scorer, Jermaine Samuels, 10.5. Caleb Daniels, fourth leading scorer, 10.2. Eric Dixon, fifth leading scorer, 9.2. Brandon Slater, sixth leading scorer, 8.9. Jordan Longino, seventh leading scorer, 1.8. And Chris Arcadiarcano, eighth leading scorer, 1.7. Tell me what you caught in that. If you caught anything. Let's see if you guys, I have a little bit of experience doing these scorecards and putting people in order of their score lines and stuff like that. So something definitely stuck out at me. And I think it matters. I think it matters a lot in the tournament. And it's going to be the reason why I'm going to take Ohio State in this game to pull off the upset, which is upsetting to me because I wish I would have known this before I filled out my bracket. I don't think I would have put Villanova this far into it. Colton says, I heard a guy got a point. The thing that you may have noticed or you could have noticed is it's very uncommon for there to be guys, scoring some points, and then a huge drop off from the sixth leading scorer down to the seventh leading scorer and beyond. So the sixth leading scorer is Brandon Slater, and he has 8.9 points per game. And then the drop off from 8.9 per game to the seventh leading scorer, Jordan Longino, is 1.8. So 7.1 points per game drop off. By comparison, the number 11 scorer on Ohio State averages 2.5 per game. So there is not a lot of depth here for these Villanova Wildcats and scoring wise. And so you figure if a few people, if Ohio State could play some good defense like they did against Loyola Chicago the other day, they're really relying on six guys to score the bucket. And they score a lot of points, Villanova does. So if those guys all play well, or five or six of them play well, that's fine. But if a little small bit of them don't play well, they're in trouble. They don't have guys who can score off the bench, man. I think Ohio State's going to crush. I mean, I don't even think this. I'm fairly certain that Ohio State's going to crush Villanova in bench points based on what I'm looking at. And bench points matter in the tournament. I'm going to Ohio State in the upset here. I'm going to Ohio State 71, Villanova 68. And I am 7-1 against the spread and 7-4 straight up in the games that I've covered. Lucky for me, I've covered the games that I've actually done well in, because overall in our tournament bracket, I am getting my butt whooped. but it's fine. I still got some teams in there. And I'm kind of in a little bit of a – I know this is hard to say as a Michigan fan because it's Ohio State, but personally, I'm kind of in a win-win here watching this game, or lose-lose, however you look at it. Because if Villanova wins, I got my team that's still I still got my team that's in the championship in my bracket. If Ohio State wins, Michigan has a not an easy by any means Sweet 16 game, but a much easier game when you're talking 7 seed versus a 2 seed. So that's that. I know that I missed a ton of chats. Obviously, I'm not going to try to play catch up from where we started. I know you guys were talking amongst each other before that anyway. So we'll start right here. SEC is mad overrated. Yeah, they have not performed well here in this tournament. That's for sure, especially the big wigs. Hopefully OSU will win, but it won't happen. It won't happen most likely. I want the Wolverines beat those Buckeyes again. That's going to be wild. Also for this channel, that would be a good thing. Ohio State versus Michigan. Jamari Wheeler, Malaki Branham, Eugene Brown, Kyle Young, EJ Liddell round out the Ohio State Buckeyes starting 5. Collin Gillespie, Justin Moore, Brandon Slater, Jermaine Samuels, and Eric Dixon will be on board for Villanova. Now, something that is good for Villanova is they have a ton of experience, man. But so does Ohio State. Ton of experience for both teams, really. And Jay Wright, obviously, one heck of a coach. One heck of an experienced coach. I think I'm really screwed in the bracket. I'm still hanging in around 12 teams, I think. Today was supposed to be my better day because I went 14-2 2 days ago. So I have a lot of opportunities here to do well today. But I'm already 0-1. I had Illinois going to the Sweet 16. Congratulations to the Houston Cougars. And there we go. We are tipped off. Buckeyes ball to start the game. We got 32 people in the house. Thanks for being here. Give me your score predictions. Let me know. 0-0 game. Obviously, we just started. Pull up by Branham. He misses there. Rebounded by Jermaine Samuels for the Wildcats. Wildcats wearing white. Ohio State wearing some really ugly color. I'm not sure. I think it's red, but I have like a red color blindness. Bang! 3-point make up and in for Villanova. That's not true, by the way. Jermaine Samuels with the bucket. 1 rebound, 1 bucket for Jermaine Samuels. Yeah, they pulled a 2020 Big Ten, says Kev. Yep. Pac-12 was really weak this year, says Michael. And down goes Iowa women 64-62. Really? Who'd they lose to? In the round of 32? Caitlin Clark. Jermaine Samuels now with a steal. Man's got a steal, a rebound, and a triple. Nice start for Jermaine Samuels and the Villanova Wildcats. 3-0 lead here. 1 minute into this first half. 17 on the shot clock. This is Brandon Slater going to work. He gives a corner 3 ball there. It is off, and Ohio State will take it the other way off to the races. Setting up their offense. 25 on the shot clock. Kyle Young with it. Slings it out. And ball stolen again. Ohio State, 2 turnovers so far. Missed layup, and Ohio State will go the other way with it. Nice defense there and transition to limit the points here. And all things considered, Ohio State probably fortunate to be down just 3-0 right now. Not off to a great start if you're the Buckeyes. Almost two minutes in. A couple turnovers and a triple given up. EJ Liddell for 3. Bang! That's up and in. 3-3. We're tied up. Same with the SEC, says Michigan Man, as someone who played them. What's up, Ray? What up, Mason? Good to see you, my friend. Do you remember me from yesterday's stream? Of course I do. And the day before that. SEC overrated in basketball and football. Well, yeah, I mean, as a whole on the conference with football, I wouldn't necessarily say overrated, but a little hyped up for sure. Up and in. The bruiser Eric Dixon gets 2 points there. 5-3. Ohio State versus Michigan. Hopefully, could be. I'm watching hockey, LOL. Did Michigan win yesterday in the Big Ten championship game in hockey? Let me know. Tennessee fans, what happened? Says Justin. What happened? SEC are by far the best in football. I agree with that. I give them a hard time. They are the best. I just think they are overhyped. They think they're best by a wide margin when I just think they're the best by a smaller margin. Almost 3 minutes in. It's 5-3. Pretty good game so far. I think it's going to be a good one as a whole. I think we got a good day in general. Michigan State, Duke after this, and we'll close it out with Texas Purdue. I got some sleep yesterday, but I am still tired. I am not setting an alarm tomorrow morning. I am sleeping until I want to. 5-3, some misses there by Ohio State. Villanova with the rebound. Wildcats going the other way. Rematch of the century. Yes, we remember you. That was Cap, says Michael. Michigan could get revenge versus Villanova or beat OSU again. Which would you prefer, Ray? I want to beat OSU again. I think Michigan versus Ohio State would be a cool Sweet 16 matchup. Obviously. 40 be fun on this channel too. 45 in the house. Thanks for being here. 1 on the shot clock, and Villanova turns the ball over. SEC isn't the best in football. They only have 2 good teams, and there's no depth. Yeah, that's kind of what I said. SEC, but I still think they're the best. SEC isn't overrated in football. Alabama's the truth. They win all the time. Yeah, that's one team, not a conference. But I still think they're the best as a whole. All I'm going to say is it's very difficult to beat a team twice. That's why I think playing the team down south is not completely in our favor. Well, didn't we lose to Ohio State too? I think we're 1-1 against Ohio State this year, so that goes both ways. OSU 100, Nova 0. Let's go, says Riot. Sir, the red is beautiful. Fade away. Bad miss there by E.J. Liddell. Villanova with the ball. Not a lot of offense so far, which is reminiscent of Ohio State's opening round game against Loyola Chicago. Uncle Rico, what's up? Good to see you in the house as always, brother. We're about as healthy as we've been all year, so we got that going for us at least. Indeed. Really like the way E.J. Liddell played the other day. He needs to just keep that mid-range, man. Stick with the mid-range. I know he just airballed that one, so that's bad timing, but E.J. Liddell's mid-range game is solid. And I really like Branham, Kyle Young, obviously. Yeah, you're right. You're healthy finally, and I think he played really well the other day, especially defensively. Just got to, score the ball a little bit better than you did the other day. 7-3, easier said than done against Nova, though, obviously. 7-3 Nova with the lead after the layup. 15:33 remaining here. First round versus Delaware. Moore had 21 points. Justin Moore, 15.2 points per game is what he averages usually. Missed 3 in the corner there. Ohio State having a tough time putting the ball in the bucket. Here at the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's a charge there on Moore. We're going the other way with it. Michigan Hockey Big Ten champs. There you go. Go blue, baby. What a day for Michigan yesterday then as a university. Nice to see Villanova paid off the refs. Oh, God. Please don't start that. I'm putting people in timeout if they complain about refs today. Justin says Creighton after yesterday's ref complaining fiesta. Yeah, you don't see red like them OSU fans can't spell. I like it, Mark. Refs are cheating for OSU. Wait, USC isn't playing them. Ohio State 3. OH says that Ohio State fan. Thanks for being here, everybody. Everybody, make sure you hit that like button. I'm sure a lot of people are streaming this game, so please do hit that like button. Help out the channel. If you're a friend of the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Dependent says, the end of that game made me nervous. Go blue. Y'all got jokes today. Laugh out loud. It's okay. I love y'all. Hey, we're here for it. Come on, man. We're not going to do an Ohio State game without cracking a little bit. In this game, we have already made the same amount of threes as we did last game. There you go. Ohio State, y'all didn't make any threes last game? That's wild. I didn't even know that. Ohio State going to win, says Carolina guy. There you go. Mason says, yeah. I'm going to clip you saying the most depressing bang of all time yesterday for Tennessee. Hey, yeah, I think that was a good juju because Tennessee, that was a three-pointer or whatever, and I think they only made 2, didn't they? So I think it was good juju. Not that hockey, the NHL. Yeah, I figured that, but hold on a second, guys. Oh, it's hot in here. Had to change and put the fan in my direction. Very obvious that the refs are biased. If you look closely, the clock slightly speeds up when it's OSU's ball. Oh, God. Michigan 4, Minnesota 3 in hockey yesterday. Go blue. What's up, Ray? Hopefully my Spartans can end Coach K career. There you go, Saints. I like it. Tyler, you're a bum, says Bob. OSU 73, Villanova 85. All right. Minnesota Gophers will win NCAA hockey tourney. I'm going Michigan, baby. Good afternoon, Ray. Go blue. What up, Brian? Good to see you, brother. How's Garrett doing? OSU by 1 billion. Cap. EJ is the GOAT. Yeah, EJ solid. I like him. Come on, let's go Nova. There you go. With the Philly thing, you must be a Philly man. How you doing? Doing well, Bob. How about you, my friend? Who do you think will win the NHL Stanley Cup? I don't really watch hockey, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Let's go. Boo, Michigan. Hey, now. Hello, how did church go this morning? It was great here. A baby got baptized this morning. Always lovely. Always lovely. Church went really well. Great message on the Apostle Paul and all of his trials and tribulations. Michigan says, boo-boo, Rob. Michigan Man says that. How's it going, Ray? I think I know the answer, but who would you rather play next round? I'd rather play Ohio State. I mean, Nova is not that deep, as I learned when I was filling out the scorecard, but, I'd rather take a 7 seed than a 2 seed. Not that seeding matters too much. Congratulations to St. Peter's. Always good to see you here, Garrett. Arya's in the house. What up, Arya? He says, I think the SEC is the best, but I think Ohio State this year could make the championship and beat one of the SEC teams like Bama or Georgia. With Stroud coming back and Smith and Jigba, lots of talent too. Yeah, I think we're in trouble, Michigan, as far as Michigan goes. High ceiling for Ohio State, but with high possibilities come high responsibilities, right? What's good, guys? What up, OG? Always good to see you, Arya. What up, OG? Same, I don't want to see refs talk. Yeah, I don't need that today. Devontae Jones against OSU over Jordan. There you go. Nothing like waking up after a Michigan win. Yes. I'm still kind of in shock, man. I really didn't expect too much, We were only favored by 1 over Colorado State. Free throw up and in there for Ohio State. 7-4 is your score over Colorado State. And then, we were dogs against Tennessee, 6.5-point dogs. How about St. Pete? Love it, man. Peacocks. Paka! Second free throw is missed out of bounds by Kyle Young. Villanova will get the ball. That Baylor game got toxic? Yeah, it did. It happens. When a bunch of people who don't know the channel and stuff come in all at once like that or whatever, it can get like that. Michigan Elite 8 and then they lose. Elite 8 would be a win for this team that, with all their struggles this year. Cinderella story. There you go. I like it. I love Cinderella stories. Haven't had a ton of them here in these, not a ton of great ones here in this tournament. I saw somebody else said no buzzer beaters either, and I agree with that. Where's the buzzer beaters at, man? Come on now. Gillespie draws contact after the pump fake. He'll go to the line for 2. Nice job there. It was a great day for Michigan Wolverine sports yesterday. I agree. Leaders and best, baby. Big Ten refs. Who knows how this game will go? Ohio State did beat number 1 Duke at the time, which felt a little better. Free throws up and in, by the way, after losing to you guys, but they did lose to 2 teams they shouldn't have. Yes. Yeah, it's a tournament. Who knows how any game will go? Good to have you here, Lisa. Next free throw up and in. Yo, this beard is really coming in now, man. I know it doesn't matter much to you guys, but this is just wild to me. I've just never had this much hair on my face. 9-4 is your score. 14:37 remaining here in the first half. Pass out to Kyle Young. I need for all these 3 games on covering to be good, I'm tired. I'm not as tired as yesterday, really, but I could hit a brick wall at any point today. So I need the games to be good. Bang! Long 3 there for the Buckeyes. That's the clock expired. Had no other choice, did Michi Johnson, to heave it up, but it goes up and in. Ohio State's 2 for 4 behind the arc. Villanova 1 for 3, and a timeout is, they're looking at something to make sure he got it off, I guess. Let's see if he did. Yeah, he did. Smash the like button. Thanks, Shane. Appreciate that. What's up, Ray? I think Big Blue really has a shot at the title. Have an awesome day, my man. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. I disagree with that as far as Michigan, but a lot of teams in the tournament have a shot this year. There's no clear-cut favorite, but they're going to have their work cut out for them, man. Still got Villanova, still got Ohio State, Houston, Arizona in our region, man. Still a very tough region, and just to survive that, and the damage may already be done by the time we survive that. So we shall see. I will say if we do get to the Final Four, I like our possibilities in the Final Four, because coming out of the Midwest, you probably got Auburn or Kansas or Wisconsin or Providence, and I feel like we could match up with all 4 of those teams. I'm not saying we would win necessarily, but we could match up well with all those teams. We're in the hardest region in the entire bracket, in my opinion, but we're in the easier of the 2 sides for Final Four opportunities. Because the other side has, Duke, Gonzaga, had Kentucky. A lot of teams that I don't know if we match up that well against. 12-7 is the score. Villanova with the lead here. They're at 13:36 left in the first half. I'm not sure if we've had a commercial break. I don't think we have. Gillespie now drives, backs up. Nice separation there created, but he does miss the shot. Kyle Young with the rebound. 12-7, pretty good ball game here so far. Like to see a little bit more scoring, but that's about it. Branham now with it. 16 on the shot clock. And terrible pass. Gillespie read that all day. 14-7. Wildcats doubling up the Buckeyes. Big versus SEC football comparison, more competitive games, big rivalries, big championships, SEC consistent teams, SEC non-biased fans. Big. There you go. How's your day, Ray? How was church? Church was excellent. Appreciate you, Colton. How about you, my friend? Beautiful day outside. All good all across the board. I'm blessed. Kind of upset we played Thursday. Wish it was Friday. I was wondering that, Arya. I haven't checked that yet. So we played Thursday. Why do you wish it was Friday? Just do you have a better shot at getting to watch it then? Or I'm okay either way. I'll be covering it here. Friday's always good too, though, because then more teams are out. So you can, if you do lose, you can say you got further. Gillespie, bang on the other end. Wildcats draw blood there more, and it's 17-7 now. Up 10. 2 touchdowns and a field goal versus 1 touchdown, and we're going to commercial break. They managed to play well against good teams and not so well against bad teams. They're going to have to show up right now, Lisa, because they're down 10 early. Mods timeout people who are crying about the refs were like 10 minutes into the game. Who cares about the refs? They will be either good or bad, I guarantee it. Well, they could be in the middle stomping. I very rarely talk about officiating, unless it's like, in basketball particularly, I talk a lot less about officiating. It's really hard to ref in a basketball game, and calls can make a difference in a game, especially late down the stretch. But they're not as damaging as a bad football call sometimes, depending on the call. Basketball can cost like a quick possession and stuff like that. For football, just off the top of my head, the Michigan versus Michigan State, when the fumble was, we had a fumble for a touchdown and they overruled it or whatever. Like, that's a game changer. That's a touchdown taken away. That's a big deal. But in basketball, it's like you lose some points. Obviously, it's a big deal, but it's not like it's much easier to overcome, in my opinion. And Auburn win today will help me feel better today. Got a killer hangover. Oh man. I'm kind of glad I'm staying. This channel is called On Tap Sports, and I love beer, man. But I'm kind of glad I've been staying sober for a little while. I'm not done drinking. I'm going to be drinking, but I'm glad I've been sober for a little while because it does make you feel better. I'm not going to lie about that. Much more energetic and all that good stuff. Hopefully, Duke sends LSU back home in the second round, so that means that back-to-back tournament's not getting past second round. LMAO, yeah, I'd like that. That'd be funny. I'm kind of cool with the other team winning that one or whatever, because I got Duke going out next round against Texas Tech. So it's one of those things. I'm just going to try to enjoy the game. I'm going to go fast here really quick and hopefully try to catch up as much as possible, but I may have to fast forward in the chats because I'm behind again. What up, Preston? Good to see you, my friend. Go Blue, champs of the West. Indeed, my friend. Leaders and best. Go Philadelphia 1-1 against the Islanders. Plus, we've seen this Buckeye team. Hey, Colton. Yeah, that's true, Ballin. How is Columbus Crew doing? Blaming refs is for Alabama fans. True story. Yeah, that's true high expectations for the Buckeyes this year. I think they win the Big Ten, though, and make the playoff. College football playoff is so boring, though. It should be 8 teams. I agree, Arya. I agree with you on that. Should expand. No idea, Tyler says, Colton. Go Blue and hit that like. Yes, please. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for that. Colton says LOL. Lots of overtime games, though. Yes, there have been good games, just no buzzer beaters and, not a lot of craziness this year. Tyler says, oh, okay. Ray looking dashing. Hey, my man, appreciate that. I do feel better today than yesterday, but, I'm still, I can't wait to sleep in. Bang, says Dependent. Villanova going to win, says Overstar. Let's see. They're up 10 early. Let's go, says QT. We want both teams to lose. I'm down for that. What was that about? Already having as many threes as Friday? Yeah, no joke. 1 for 3 for LSU. I mean, that's what they said. 1 for 3. 1 more 3 for OSU than last game. Great start. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Villanova wins by 7. Yeah, I'm already kind of looking doubtful on my Ohio State pick, but I got Villanova in the bracket, so it's whatever. Facts, Michigan, man. Nobody really likes the Wildcats or the Wolverines. I love the Wolverines, Michael. You out of your mind. I just miss football because I understand and know better. True. Colton, I know you usually probably don't watch March Madness like this or whatever, but it's usually a little bit better. It's been good, but it's usually a lot better, honestly. Michael says Buckeyes. We have already hit more threes this game. Yep, I'm a bit tired. Laugh out loud. You're tired. I'm losing my voice. I'm not whining. I sign up for this. It's been fun, but I am like, I earned my rest tomorrow. I got coffee though. Got my coffee. Up and in by Kyle Young. Strong finish there. 17-9. Ohio State trying to claw back in. Crazy to think now that 2002 NCAA National Championship was all big. Maryland versus Indiana. Yeah. I mean, Maryland wasn't there yet, obviously, but yeah, I remember that game. Wow, Nova looks pretty good, man. I don't know. Yeah, they look good early. They do indeed. Even though it goes against my Buckeyes, I'm feeling okay picking Nova so far. There you go, Tyler. Nova is a blur. OSU looks sluggish. Yeah, early on. It's still early, though. 11:58 left in the first, and we're going back to commercial break, so that's more time for me to catch up on chats. Yeah, I don't use the letter M like you aren't supposed to use the block O, LOL. That's fair, Lisa. You know, I don't get mad at Ohio State fans for that stuff like that or whatever. They're nice to me, man. I find it crazy that the Ohio State fans are so nice to me. Like, I thought they were going to be like the Georgia fans were. Yeah, this is getting ugly. They need to stop the bleeding. I want this game with OSU. Yeah, that'd be awesome for this channel. That's going to be a lot of fun. But it'll be cool with Michigan's run no matter what. So this Nova team isn't the same as typical championship Nova teams, in my opinion, like 2016 and 2018, but they're still really good. I agree, Arya. I only had them in the championship game against Gonzaga in my bracket because, like I said, it's a very winnable year for a lot of teams in the tournament, and I just couldn't figure anybody that Nova that would beat Nova. But I didn't really notice their lack of depth. I did not notice that. Obviously, Arizona has a good team. Houston looked great today. They are really looking good. I don't even think I don't think Nova's going to get out of this bracket, honestly, now. But if I could go back, get out of this region, if I could go back, but that was my thinking when I filled it out. Blowout alert says Michael. I think it's going to be a good game. Michigan either good at basketball or football and suck at the other. I disagree. I mean, we were in the playoffs, and I mean, we didn't have the best season this year in basketball comparatively, but I think most fans would take their team going to the college football playoffs and the Sweet 16 in basketball. Good morning, Ray. Touchdown in Cali. There you go, Luke. Good morning, my brother. That makes it 12-14 there. OSU just looks lost on offense in most games. Yeah, they had a tough time putting the ball in the basket the other day too. Nova looking good. I think so. I agree, Ballin. Safe flight. Always hoping for it, Luke. Glad you're safe there, buddy. Michael, it's way too early to be considered a blowout. Too much game left, but it is trending in that direction. Well put, Tyler. Oof, Ohio State says Colin. Beer isn't good, but the world says it is. I love beer. I'm sorry. Shock Top's delicious. On a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon, like beer is good. But I feel great not drinking right now, so I'm cool with not drinking right now. Blaming refs is for SEC fans. Boom. Or North Carolina fans. Michigan football is Big Ten champions, Michigan man. There we go. NY Red Bull 0, Columbus Crew 0, 47th minute. Bang, says Luke. Indeed. Halftime show next game. Michigan State Duke. Yeah, that's cool. That worked, Colton. Gillespie alone has 10 points already. I didn't know that. I could tell he's putting some points on the board. I didn't know he had 10. Nice start for Collin Gillespie, who averages 15.9. He's on pace. Subscribe and hit the like button and get ready to 1 million subs. Oh, my God. If I ever hit 1 million, that'd be ridiculous. That'd be ridiculous. Tournament time would be crazy. Yeah, I mean, I've told people that plenty of times. And I'll say it for any kind of newcomers that have never heard me say this, but I'm going to apologize in advance for when this channel grows or whatever, because I'm going to slow down the chat. You can slow down the chat or whatever to where somebody can't chat, like go crazy with how many times they comment or whatever. They got to wait like another minute and a half every time they comment or something. That's what you got to do when you grow. But I'll apologize in advance because I won't be able to keep up with chats at some point in the future if I continue to do YouTube and grow. And I'll do my best. What I know I'm going to do too is I'm not going to give special treatment to the OGs, but I will kind of look and see, like, I'll find the OGs out, spot them out or whatever. So I make sure that they don't feel like I just overlooked them or whatever. Hopefully people will be understanding. That day's a long ways away, but hopefully when I get that big or whatever and those streams get too crazy, people will understand that I have one mouth. I'm one person. All right, 19-11 is the score. Villanova with the lead here. We're almost halfway through this first half. On the drive with the left, up and in. Nice take there by Caleb Daniels. 21-11, Villanova taking it to Ohio State. Daniels 2 for 2 on the day with 4 points. Pass back out to Justin Arns. Arns trying to pass it in the corner. It's deflected out of bounds by Villanova. Ohio State will stick with it. It's difficult to choose between college basketball and college football because college basketball is so much more unpredictable, but college football, every game means the world to your season. And nice weather, tailgating and stuff. What you like more? I think I like the feel more of college basketball. College football is my favorite sport, but because, like you said, with the playoffs, that just diminishes the value of college football, in my opinion. If you told me I have 1 day left on this planet and I got to spend the day either going to basketball events or going to football events or whatever and tailgating and having that experience, I would choose football. But as far as like the postseason and stuff, man, I don't think there's anything better than March Madness. We went over that the other day. Like, March Madness is my favorite. Good question there, Arya. Tough time rebounding the ball for Villanova there. There's a little miscommunication between Jermaine Samuels and Collin Gillespie. As a result, Ohio State will get another crack at it here. Are we sure Tennessee is a basketball school? Uncle Lou 2021. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. I didn't want to say it or whatever. I felt pretty confident. I picked Tennessee in my bracket, but when I did my pick yesterday before the stream, I felt pretty confident that Michigan was going to win. I really felt like, we could play better than what we had throughout the season. And I felt like Frankie Collins was going to get more play, and I like him more than Devontae Jones. I think our offense runs better like that. And Tennessee just is like, I have a list of teams that I just refuse to, until they prove to me otherwise. I have some teams that I just refuse to put too far into the tournament, too far as in Final Four or higher. And Tennessee's one of those teams. Purdue's one of those teams, which they have a great shot this year, but I'm still not buying into it yet for Purdue. But they got some good breaks. Purdue did with Kentucky going out early. So we'll see. But Purdue's one of those teams. Iowa's one of those teams. There's a list of teams that you just say, can I trust this team? That's why I went with Villanova, to go to the championship, because I know I can trust them most years. So if they lose, it's a shocker. All right, 21-13 is the score. On the drive, some contact made, block called. Feel like the Villanova fans are complaining about that. I think it was a good call. I think it was a block. Yep. Reggie Miller agrees. Easy call. He's sleeping. He's sleeping, says Colton. Oh, yeah, I am, my friend. Yo, can't stay long. Pastor's about to board. What up, Ball Top? Understand that, brother. Go blue, brother. Good to see you, man. Have a safe flight, buddy. Left out loud, can't win in basketball or football. First free throw up and in for EJ Liddell makes it 21-14. Nova beating Ohio State in the football score. Ohio State, the more talented team here, in my opinion, but Nova is so disciplined, man, with ball fakes and drive kicks, and anyone on the team can consistently hit threes. Great coach team, as always, man. Jay Wright is, I feel like if I was a prospect and I didn't have a favorite team and I could pick any school in the nation, I think I would go to Villanova. Outside of maybe the concept of living in that cold Philadelphia weather, but I really like Jay Wright. I'd love to play for him. If I was a top recruit, I'd love to play for Jay Wright. For me, he's a player's coach and is really going to help you elevate to that next level and stuff and develop you. And, everybody's just on board. He knows how to get that chemistry going, like you said. Up and in on the bucket. Nova taking it to Ohio State right now. Dixon, the big man down low. OSU fans in Ohio suck most of the time. I haven't dealt with it, so I can't speak on it. I can only speak on the Ohio State fans here, and they're pretty good people. Way too early score prediction, Michigan MSU. I got us 45-24. I think we're going to win big this time, man. I think we're going to come to play against them. I don't think I'm going to say 24 seems pretty good because our defense is losing a lot. I'm going 41-24. I'm close to that. Michigan versus Ohio State in Sweet 16 will be fun. I agree, OG. My grandma hates the whole team up north stuff down here and crossing out all M's on campus. I love it. It's part of the rivalry. I'm cool with either or. I think it'd be hard if it was me. It's a lot of thinking, man. And I know you Ohio State people don't like to think. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Oh, that's playful. With the left, miss there. Rebounded by Kyle Young. Ohio State with the rock down 8 with 8 minutes on the in the first half. 3-point shot on the other end. Branham misses in and out. I like Houston a lot. Yeah, I like the way they play. Houston in Final Four, that's not a bad pick, man. Already in the Sweet 16, and I definitely think they can beat Arizona. That'll be a good as long as Arizona gets by TCU today. That'd be a good matchup. Still there, Branham winds up with it for Ohio State. He does not have numbers, so he pulls it back. He'll go one-on-one with Caleb Daniels. He loses the rock, but they're going to get bailed out by a foul. I don't want to see our coach punched by Juwan Howard. Who you think's going to win, says Caleb. I picked Ohio State in this game. I picked Villanova in my bracket, but I've been picking one at or each stream I do, I've been giving my final pick or whatever then and there, and I picked Ohio State 71-68. All right, here we go. Let's go rapid fire, and then I'll probably fast forward because I don't think I can catch up going rapid fire. Let's try, though. Ray, I'm nice to Michigan fans until the week of the game. Then they become Michigan. I like it. I'm fair with that. Good deal. That's fair, QT. Michigan, man, I'm an OSU fan. In Ohio, we're not all bad. I hate that fan bases judge other fan bases because it's a rival. We're all people and all humans. We should think about that first. I agree with that. I need flavor in my beer. Shock Top, my friend. That's flavor. I know you like those other kinds of beers, Colton, you silly goose. Handshake there for Lucifer. There you go. I'm not making a deal with the devil there. I want to see Michigan versus OSU, says Anthony. That'd be great. I agree, my friend. St. Peter's is the best team in the country. Facts. Cap. Yes, slow mode will be nice. No more spam. Yeah, that's what I'll have to go. I mean, for now it's still doable. I'm still not going to worry about it, but and I don't even stream that often anymore. You should make us all mods as the OGs. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta revisit my whole mod situation or whatever. I think it's been pretty good. My mods have been pretty good, so I don't want to get overboard with. I did that last year. If everybody actually the OGs remember me from last year. This is when I gave way too many people wrenches and it got out of hand. People were putting people in timeout and stuff like that for no reason and everything else. And I had to go back, and that was my first lesson as a YouTuber streaming. Michael's crying, laughing. Caleb says, LOL. I'm in trouble for the 1 minute thing, says Colton. That Ohio State fan says, yeah, LOL. So it's only for a week that OSU fans can't spell. Okay, thank goodness. Hello, let's go Buck, says Harold Riggins. Best of luck, brother. Good to see you, Harold. Tyler says 4-13 and Nova 8 of 12 shooting. Yep, Nova hitting. Buckeye defense needs to stop. Offense got to get tougher. I agree. Nova going to win 100%. Looking good so far for them, up 8. Villanova better beat these Buckeyes, says Hunter. What up, Hunter? To me, Villanova is low-key overrated, but great. Yeah, I think I like what Arya said earlier, which is this isn't maybe as good of a Nova team as usual, but we'll see. Mark and all you UM fans, we can all spell. It's just part of the lore and rivalry itself. Do you guys know that Woody started all that team up north stuff and crossed it out? M's. I knew about that team up north stuff, though. I didn't know about the crossing out M's. Oh, CNN nasty. I don't know what CNN. What do you mean? It's not always 1 minute, just like every 30 seconds or something. I'm just messing with you guys, says Mark. I went upstairs and outscored them by 15, so I probably saved our season by not watching. There you go. Maybe do that next game if it's necessary. Mississippi State hired New Mexico State head coach this morning. Sean Miller had offers from Xavier in South Carolina and chose Xavier. Ooh, I knew Sean Miller had offers from South Carolina. Sean Miller to Xavier. That's awesome. My soon-to-be ex-father-in-law is a Xavier fan. Gonzaga is not a real school. Beg to differ. Mark, LOL, I see you. Mark's laughing. Tyler says, okay, I just get sick of it. People look at me different, but just because I'm a Buckeye fan, not who I am as a person. Thank you for clarifying, Mark. Appreciate you. Am I crazy that I want Frankie to start over Jones, even if Jones is 100%? Brian, you're not crazy at all, my friend. I've said it in my stream over and over again. I've said it. I've said it to my friends all throughout the year, man. Frankie Collins should be I love Frankie Collins. To be a freshman, I love freshmen that come in and just, they don't show their nerves, man, because Diabate kind of does show them. And so does Caleb Houston. Frankie is like cool as ice as a freshman. And that's important for point guard play. Yeah. Could become a little bit better of a shooter, more reliable shooter. But outside of that, that's the only thing he really needs to work on is just being more of a efficient shooter. 23-17, Buckeyes just got a bucket here. So all things considered, got to be pretty happy if you're the Buckeyes only down 6 here. Drive by Daniels with 8 on the shot clock. 6:57 remaining in the first. Up and in, and the foul. Hoop and the harm. Samuels would go to the line. NIT, what's that? Says Colton. Not in tournament, basically. Just showing the love. That's all, guys. All in good fun. Just preparing for next week if it's possible. It's possible, but it's all up for the Buckeyes. Not in tournament. Yep, indeed. Thank you, Michael, says Colton. That's not really what it stands for, but National Invitational Tournament. Yeah, Tyler, that's what it stands for. Thanks, Tyler. I'm still new. Colton's learning. Michael's laughing. Branham drives baseline. Beautiful pass up and in. Nice pass by Branham. Really like Branham's play, man. That was Eugene Brown, the third on the make there. 25-19 is your score. Even as a Buckeye fan, I'll give respect to the Michigan coach for trying to console that Tennessee player. Yeah, that was a good moment. Jawan's got a long way to go to make up for what he did, though. So, like to see stuff like that as a start. I've had a lot of people tell me, like, oh, that he thinks he could just, change people's opinions in the blink of an eye. And I'm like, why do you assume that he thinks that? Like, for me, it's going to take time. I haven't watched a lot of Ohio State, but what I've seen, they seem like the E.J. Liddell one-man show. I mostly disagree with that, Ross. Respectfully, I usually agree with you pretty often. They were kind of that last year between him and Washington, but this year Branham really gets in on the action, and Kyle Young in there. Outside of those three, though, I would agree with that. I would agree with that outside of those three. First free throws up and in for Villanova. I haven't watched a lot of Ohio State. Oh, got that one already. Me too, Jimmy, says Tyler. If you're both trolling, it's all good, LOL, says Colton. Please, Bucks, let's win so we can play Michigan. I would watch with you, but I can't stand basketball. Even college basketball, Jeffrey? I'm not a big NBA fan, but I like college basketball. Appreciate that, brother. Always good to see you, Jeffrey. Always good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm the worst person because I'm an OSU fan. No, you're not. Tyler was correct, Colton, says Michael. Okay, thanks, Michael. And I call it Michigan because every time I talk about them, I get an itch. Just kidding. 27-19 is your score. E.J. Liddell backing down his man. Passes it out. 3-point shot. Bang! It's pure. 27-22. Love it, Ray, says Mark. The prize for winning the NIT as a coach is getting fired. Is the NIT over already? Is it over already? Who won it? 27-22 is your score. Villanova with the lead over Ohio State. Collin Gillespie picked up his dribble, passes it out, 3-point shot. Samuels, bang, up and in. Actually, that was Caleb Daniels. People who cross out M's that have one in their name make me laugh, says Dependent. Michael's laughing. Sometimes that Thad Matta was able to stay at OSU by winning the NIT. I didn't know Ohio State's won an NIT. I don't really pay attention to the NIT, though, got to be honest with you. 3-point shot, it's just a good experience for the players being in New York City. But outside of that, like for the fans, I don't care about that. Missed 3 ball by Ohio State. Villanova with it. 7 points here for Caleb Daniels. 4 rebounds. He'll try a shot again. He misses this time. Dixon with the big rebound. Blocked by E.J. Liddell down low, but he commits the foul afterwards on the second opportunity. We got Jesus and Satan in the chat. I bet Jesus wins. If St. Peter's wins, I'm going to laugh. That'd be dope. Who are they playing now? I know they beat Murray State yesterday, so they're in the Sweet 16. Who do they play now? Coors Light makes it half with Diet 7-Up. Ugh. I don't usually mix beers with anything, Mark. I cheer for the big, not just Ohio. I would rather Ohio State win, but I cheer for Michigan also, not on rivalry week. Fair enough. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I kind of think it's situational for me. If St. Peter wins it all somehow, I'm for sure buying all the shirt and hat and all the other stuff they sell for champs. They may sell out too quickly, Tyler. A lot of people might have your same thinking. I know when I went to the UMBC Virginia game, and UMBC was the only 16 seed to beat a 1 seed. Me and my friends were looking for UMBC gear, and it sold out quick. We should have went back and checked again. I should get it now, but now it's kind of lost its appeal. It's been a some time since that's happened. That was such a great experience, though. Offensive foul on Ohio State. 31-22 she scored, 4:27 remaining here in the first. If St. Peter's wins it, it would be the greatest thing that has ever happened for the tournament. I can kind of agree with that. There's been some awesome moments, though. Really, just St. Peter's making it to the Elite Eight would be amazing. I mean, that's never happened. Furthest a 15 seeds got is Sweet 16. CNN News thing, I was flipping channels and landed on it. Oh, okay, got it. Inside, scoop layup, up and in, Jermaine Samuels with the mate. 33-22, and this is the largest lead of the day for the Nova Wildcats. Pass outside to Kyle Young. 3:54 remaining here in the first. Ohio State needs to finish this half strong here. They've not looked good on offense for the second game in a row. The other day, they got away with it, playing Loyola Chicago with the good defense, but a little bit bigger of a test here against Nova. Whenever Houston shoots, his form's so good, a little slow of a shot, but man, I always think it's going in. But then I look up and he's 0 for 5 or 0 for 6. Yeah, I think he ended up 0 for 7 the other day on the official stat line. Yeah, I agree, Arya. Houston's got to figure something out, man. I think if he stays another year, he's going to make those. I'm with you. I think he has good form. It feels good. He looks confident. It just doesn't seem to fall. I think that'll change next year if he stays. Cedric Highsmith, Duke University, and one, says Riot. Exactly that, Ohio State fan. I'm exactly the same way because the more your conference wins as a whole, the better they look. Agree? Frankie kind of like Xavier Simpson. I agree. A little bit better shooter than him, though, on the stripe and behind the arc. I do think Frankie can improve his shooting, but he's a better shooter than Xavier. I think in the long run, if Frankie stays a little while, I think I'm going to end up liking Frankie more than Xavier. And I like Xavier a lot. His passing ability is very underrated. Everybody always wants to talk about that hook shot, and it was great. But his court vision was awesome. And his ability to stay away from getting the ball stolen. If we were in the NIT right now, would you stream the game? Probably not. Definitely not right now during the NCAA tournament. I would choose the NCAA tournament over covering us in the NIT. Good foul, says Ohio State fan. Slap happy man, says Colton. He punched our ticket to the Sweet 16. There we go. Jawan's son played with punched our ticket. Oh, I see what you did there, Michigan man. That's actually pretty good. Jawan's son played with Chandler. Jawan knows him. Yeah, I knew that. His youngest son, Jet. Buckeyes have to protect the ball and play physical. I agree, Harold. Branham, towards the end of the season, last 6-7 games, averaged like 20 points per game. When he's on, he's so good. Yeah, I really like the way he plays. I'm a big Branham fan outside of the fact that he's with the Buckeyes. Juwan is good at punching things like coaches, and his ticket to the Sweet 16 already used. QT, you're late. Howard's son played with him. He knows him well. Yep, true story. 3. Swish. Both teams are 3 for 8 from 3. Swish. Yeah, I have 7 points, LOL, says Caleb. There you go. You the man. OSU won NIT over UMass in 2008, 92-85. There you go. NIT champs. This is one of the only times that I really want OSU to win. I don't know how we match up with Nova. Yeah, Nova just kind of we beat them in the regular season the year after they beat us in the championship. But yeah, I don't really want to play against Nova. Jay Wright. Jay Wright with a week to prepare. I thought Thad Matta is a good coach too. Don't get me wrong, but Jay Wright, in my mind, he's one of my favorite coaches. So he's really good at what he does. I'd be worried with him with a week to prepare. Heck, as an OSU fan, I'm happy we just won our first round game. There you go. A lot of people said that Ohio State was going to lose that game. I picked Ohio State in that one. Haters are going to suggest Jawan is looking for PR. That's not his thing. Exactly. I agree with that. I think if I just if I just made it neutral and took my bias out of it, Jawan's not looking for PR. I think he knows that it's going to take some time for people to lose that memory. Nobody, and people that don't like him or don't like Michigan, they're never going to lose that memory. They're always going to hold it on to it. But I do believe that Jawan should have been given another opportunity. And if he ever does anything close to that again, though, then it's like, nope, see ya, man. See ya. You didn't learn your lesson. You got to go. You got to act professional. Everybody all Michigan fans all disagree with what he did, but I was very curious to see how Michigan handled it, and I think I personally would have suspended him for the rest of the regular season and the tournament if I was Michigan. But other than that, I think they handled it relatively well. Vanderbilt is playing Dayton right now in NIT. Oh, there you go. I have Nova in the Elite Eight or Final Four. I got him in the championship game personally. Corner three. Bang! Up and in for Ohio State. That was Branham on the make. 33-25 is your score. Branham with 8 points. 2 of 3 behind the arc. 3 of 6 overall. The Buckeyes and Nova are both 4 for 10 from the great equalizer. 33-25 is your score. 2:28 remaining here in the first. On the drive, Samuels, little physical there, nothing called. And he'll put it in. 35-25. Link, no link. It's called TV. I remember when toxic Michigan State fans saying we're going to the NIT and undeserving, but we in the Sweet 16. There you go. They can punch their ticket today. We'll see if they can get it done. Eli Brooks' hook is hot. I saw a picture of that, and he wasn't even looking at the basket in the picture. I'm sure he looked up at it later, but it was crazy. I was like, how do you make that? He wasn't even looking at the basket. He was just looking straight. 35-25. Ohio State with the miss there. Villanova with 17 rebounds. Michigan. Ohio State with 11. Thoughts on manic ejection rate? Still haven't seen it. Dang it, I still haven't seen it. I forgot to watch that yesterday. I'm sure I disagree with it. It seems like most people disagreed with it. So, Frankie's going to get all Big Ten first team honors next season. He could. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on a lot of things. Just here so you can skip over my comment. Go Bucks. I would not skip over your comment, Steve. Welcome, my friend. Needs to get a better and lengthy player on Samuels. Yeah, I agree. Samuels going to town right now here. I still have 11 Sweet 16 teams left. Good job, Tyler. I'm getting crushed, man. But we'll see. Like I said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. I've had years where I had an ugly bracket, but I did well down the stretch. So that's all that really matters, because those were when the points really start to add up. Swish, says Ohio State fan. There was one year where, there were 5 more games left, and I had to win all 5 in order to win, and I won all 5. That was dope. I'm watching this over the OSU game, LOL. Are you really, Colin? Now, I know you're not a basketball fan. Charge, says Ohio State fan. Don't know if your assistant head coach took a head coaching job. He's leaving after the tournament. Forget what school he's going to. Which one? Hopefully not Martelli. I doubt Martelli would leave. He's already kind of had his day in the sun. Hi, my friend. What up, Salvador? Good to see you, buddy. Tyler says last day of the first weekend, and I'm sitting in 4th. Come on, dude. There you go. I should do some catching up today because I have a lot of possibilities. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to get a lot of the games wrong. I already have one wrong, Illinois and Houston. That was another one that if I could repick it, I would have taken Houston. But I can't, and I had Illinois in my bracket. Missed shot again by Ohio State. They're down 12. Looking rough, man. Looking rough for the Buckeyes here. I'm just waiting for the next game, says Colt. Michigan State and Duke up next here on the channel. Would love to have you guys here if you're not doing anything. Pump fake and drive. They're going to call a foul off ball. It's on Villanova. Ohio State will get the ball. Michael says, Steve. La bum, la crybaby, la trash, la boo-boo. I never cared for it, but I do like watching it. Like the UK game was really good. And the Wisconsin game. Yeah. Telling you, man, it's usually a lot better. I'd probably rate this so far as one of the worst March Madness I've seen in terms of drama. It's been a good one. That's what's good about it is it's been a good one, even though in my opinion it's probably one of the worst I've seen. I wouldn't say in my life, but Liddell, bang, drills it off glass, 37-28. So far, it's been probably one of the least dramatic ones. I'll put it that way. I'll word it that way, that I've seen in years. A long time. Yeah, Duke is my team, says Salvador. There you go. That's up next, my friend. Bucks need to make a run. Yep. 3-pointer there. That might get him started. Most points per game player of tournament. I need an accurate answer. What, in this tournament so far? Or ever? Doug Edert. He's doing well. I didn't even fill a bracket out because I've watched zero college basketball all year. Most people, my mom fills out a bracket every year. Actually, she didn't this year, though. So, dang, really says Colton. Yeah, it's not. It definitely hasn't been one of the better ones. It's been one of the worst I've seen. I honestly, I can't recall one that's been worse than this in terms of drama and upsets. Because all the upsets have been basic upsets. St. Peter's got there, so that's good. That St. Peter's is almost a saving grace because, Richmond didn't go on past last round, and New Mexico State didn't go on. There just haven't been many big upsets. Because even North Carolina upsetting Baylor, that's a big upset. But North Carolina is a blue blood. They're a big brand. Missed there by Villanova. Well, they're going to call foul. Bank is open, says Dependent. Bank is open. Indeed, it is. Sometimes better to be lucky than good, right? I only have one full matchup completely not picked. Had neither team right. I have one or two Sweet 16 games where I have one team correct. You are just a braggart, Tyler. Tyler, I think your bracket's going to go to hell. I think it's going to go because you've been bragging too much. I think it's going to go to pieces. The pride comes before the fall, my friend. I'm just messing with you, but I got a hunch. The bank is open, indeed. OHIO, says QT. They're in this game. They just need to get stops and make a huge run. Yeah, I mean that you could say that for a lot of teams that are losing, but I think they could come back. Ohio versus Michigan are going to make it dramatic. Yeah, if it happens. Sorry, I know I was late on that. I was writing above comment when he banked it. This tournament and what team? Says Michael. This tournament and what team? What team? Not okay. What team averages the most points per game this tournament so far? I don't know. I'm going to go Gonzaga, but I'm assuming it wouldn't be that obvious of an answer. Oh, North Carolina. I'm going to go North Carolina. Oh, my God. It's 28-37. Good Lord. Yeah. 39-28 with 1.4 left here in the first. Wow, late foul. Yeah, I don't know about that, Tommy. LOL, says Colin. I don't mean for it to sound like bragging. I'm just giving an update. I know. I'm just messing with you. Inbound. Branham with the shot. It's online, but too long. 39-28 is your score at the half. Villanova with the lead. Impressive first half for the Wildcats. Not so much the case if you're an Ohio State fan, which, I don't know why you would be. Got to be real with you. Let me see. We'll be here later today for Michigan State and Duke. That game's at what time is that game? 5:10, I want to say, is when I'm going to be on. Game's at 5:15. And then we'll be there for Purdue and Texas. That game's at 8:40. I'll be there at 8:35. Obviously, there's been a lot of games that have had late starts depending on where the game's played or whatever, and the games before them. So I'll typically be on 5 minutes before the game starts. So when they're adjusted like that, 5 minutes before that time. Let's see, where were we? Yeah, I'm going to go North Carolina on that. No player and team, bro. Michael, you're confusing the crap out of me. I said Doug Edert, so the player and team. Team. The player and the team are both it's the team with the most points per game also has the player with the most points per game. Is that what you're saying? I have Duke cutting down the net, so you are probably right, says Tyler. Yeah, I don't know if Duke's going to get it done this year, but it is Coach K's. I think that's going to put more pressure on them personally, though. Best player of the tournament. I'd have to look at a list of all the teams right now that are still in it. Edert's played well. I like the way he's played, but I'm sure somebody's played better. Really liked the way Manick played the other day against Baylor, but I don't know how he played against Marquette the first game. It's tough. It's tough. With questions like that, it's tough because I stream these games, so like I miss so much of the action outside of the games I stream, That's why sometimes like I chuckle a little bit during football season when some people act like, I try to stay away from making, unless I really do my research, I try to stay away from making big time claims unless I'm either do my research or it's kind of a joke video that I know I'm kind of trolling or whatever, from making big claims on something that I don't really know about that much. And because if I stream football I just love it when people will stream a game, they'll be streaming games all day. And then, you can keep up with what you watch in highlights and stuff like that. But I would argue that, I would almost argue that I'm very knowledgeable. Don't get me wrong. I watch these sports. I wouldn't do them if I didn't, but I would almost argue that you guys have a better opportunity, and many of you do, to know more than I do about a specific sport that I'm covering, because you're able to, I'm just streaming specific games. You're able to watch all the action. And that's for every sport, If I was to stream all day on Saturdays, every Saturday, for college football, you guys would probably know more about college football as a whole than me, if you followed it. My bracket is falling apart, says QT. I'm going to look it up, says Michael. Oh, okay. I thought you were asking me a trivia question. I root for all Big Ten teams in bowls and tournament unless they are playing the Buckeyes. There you go, Jimmy. Who you got in the next game, Ray? Duke, MSU. I picked Duke in my bracket, and I don't know. I haven't made a pick yet for that. I'm going to make a pick right before that stream. I'm not sure about that. I think MSU's got a better chance than people think. Nova 20-5 as a 2 seed, 7 straight wins. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, they scare me. I don't like to play. I got Nova beating Tennessee in my bracket, and that's not going to happen because my boys won. We got to play a halftime game for the fun. I'm just going to catch up with the comments. I'm behind on the comments. MSU versus Duke. Coach K has last game calling it right now. Might just be. Looking forward to that game. That's for sure. Ray, have you thought about more about releasing your 2021 tournament play-by-plays? No, I'm just going to keep it where I'm at. I won't get rid of these. Like I said, if I put those out, like that's what's going to happen. That screen when you're watching a video and it says up next and it has all the video options. What's going to happen if you have too many streams out there? It's going to say up next and it's going to be a bunch of streams. And you may want to watch those streams, but somebody that's never seen my channel before, they don't want to watch 2-3 hour streams that are games that happened a year ago. So you got to be careful as a YouTuber. Like, it's almost good to get rid of past streams or privatize them is what I do. And I've only kept a handful of ones that I really kind of want to keep on there or whatever. But there's been plenty of times that I make them private because I don't want those videos to be the up next video. You want it to be something that's more edited and shorter that people will want to watch if they don't know your channel. That sounds good. Texas and Purdue. Yeah, Texas and Purdue. We're going to cover that. That's going to be a good one. I think all games are going to be good today, but so far Ohio State's let me down. Make a lot of time. Ooh, nice. Good job, OG. Williams and Collins should get way more playing time. Yeah. Definitely Collins. Williams definitely came through yesterday. That's for sure. But sometimes he's a little. I really like Terrence Williams this year compared to last year. Last year he was very antsy. I feel like he knew that he was going to be on the floor limited time, and so he kind of overdid it or whatever. And this year he's a little bit more within himself and comfortable. So yeah, I agree. I think he should get more playing time, probably over Johns. I got UNC all the way. $10 bet equals $1,010. Not bad, man. They got a shot. They got a shot just as good as any. I can't find it. It's giving me all-time stats. Uh-oh. I'm sure I could find it if I was looking. You're talking about for this tournament. I bet if you just watch some at some point when you're watching pregame shows and stuff like that, somebody's going to go over that. Drew Timme, probably best player. Reason why Gonzaga beat Memphis. Yeah, he looked good yesterday. They could not guard him. Very much enjoyed that game. Don't have a lot of confidence in my Gonzaga pick right now. They're not looking great, but they sure do when they put it on, they can play. But they're getting in too big a deficits early on. Generally speaking, if you struggle your way through the tournament throughout your region, you might get there. You might get to the Final Four, but generally speaking, if you struggle your way through, it's a tough time. Generally speaking, that team ends up losing eventually. I almost fell, oh Lord. Oh, be careful, Colton. It's a Sunday, man. Come on, Buckeyes, says Jerry. Best of luck to them. We'll see how they perform in the second half here. I think this is a done deal unless Villanova goes cold. The Buckeyes are not built for major comebacks. Yeah, I can agree with that. Their offense is not has not had that firepower, at least from the games I've watched them this season. I've seen the Buckeyes play a lot this year. Probably, I don't know. This might be like I'd say about 15 or so. I've watched them play a lot. The only way we beat Nova is if Nova wins today, is to make 10 to 14 threes. And Eli going to have to score 13 to 18 and 125 plus. Houston got to have like 3 to 5 threes, and T Will probably 5 to 7. Collins 5 to 7. Yeah, I can see that. I agree with that. Hunter is going to be a big deal for sure. I'm watching Nova. Haven't seen them play that much this year, and I don't. Eric Dixon is their big man, and I don't think he can guard Dickinson. I don't want to get ahead of myself because that's a tough draw for Dickinson to have a game like that 2 games in a row. That's going to be hard. And so far, Michigan's done a good job, Arya, of what I said in the first game going into the Colorado State game. I said Michigan's got to find somebody. Either one person has to get hot and just really help us out big time or whatever. But I don't usually like that because if that person has a bad game in one of those 6 games, which is highly likely, then we're in trouble because we're relying on that person. That was an issue with last year's team. Livers and Franz and all those guys, they're all good, but nobody took over. When I think take over, I know Derek Walton only got us to the Sweet 16, but that team got hot at the right time, and Derek Walton took over, man. He just was that guy. And we just kind of ran into a really good Oregon team. And Trey Burke has been there. You need that guy. And but I kind of like it more when you have somebody step up, somebody different step up each and every game. And this team's like a team that could do that. I think so far that's been the case. Caleb Houston played really well in game 1, and Frankie Collins played really well in game 1. Then yesterday it was Dickinson and Eli Brooks. So who's it going to be next time around, So we'll see. It gets interesting with that kind of stuff. But last year, if you remember against UCLA, all the studs, man, nobody showed up, And everybody looked like they didn't want to be that guy. Come on, Suckeye, says Justin. You think we could get by Nova OSU? Yeah, I think we can win. I really think Michigan, the Michigan team that I've seen these last 2 games in the second half of both of these games, they're capable of beating anybody. But you can say that about a lot of teams, though. I said that. I told you guys, man, before. If I was Tennessee before that game yesterday, I'm not looking forward to playing Michigan in the second round. That's a tough ask. Knowing that Michigan with the talent that Michigan has, Duke might lose. To be honest, I think they could, man. I think they could, but that stat line of Coach K being 7-1 against Tom Izzo in the tournament, I didn't know that. I'm just now learning that from my subscribers. Hopefully, they're telling the truth. Otherwise, it looks silly just going with it. But I try to look things up first before I go with it. But that's wild. That's a wild stat, man. I knew he's done well against Izzo in the tournament, but I didn't know 8 times or 7 out of 8. I think MSU is winning, says Colton. Do you think that my Bucks can win the college football playoff championship? Yes. I'm reluctant to pick them. I've picked Ohio State the last 2 years to win it all. So I'm reluctant to pick them, but it'll be the year that I don't pick them that they do win it. And all my Michigan fans, they get mad at me because I keep picking Ohio State, I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just picking who I really think is going to win. And Ohio State went to the championship the first year I picked them. And then last year they let me down. I've given up hope on John scoring 1 point. I don't understand how he misses every shot by a mile. Man, he's just like, He never progressed, Arya. I think we both of us agree on that. He just never really progressed. I like him. I like him as a person. I like his effort. I like everything about him from that regard. But as a player, he just hasn't progressed. What's been your biggest takeaway from so far in the tourney? I think the biggest takeaway for me is what we thought it would be. It's anybody's to win. Gonzaga's already had 2 scares. Kentucky's already fell. Everybody's already in agreement that Duke is very vulnerable. Baylor's down, gone. Kansas had a scare yesterday against Creighton. I don't imagine that Arizona's going to go unscathed. I think they're going to run into some issues. I really, despite there not being a ton of upsets this year, it is playing out to where, it's pretty obvious that there's not a clear-cut favorite this year. And I think that is what could save this tournament, because it hasn't been the best of tournaments in terms of the first couple rounds. And the entertainment factor, there's been some drama, but not as much as usual. So I think that could save the tournament, is that, these later rounds, usually it's the earlier rounds, in my opinion. I like the earlier rounds. It's Drew Timme, 28 points per game. Not shocked there, actually. I knew he did well in game 1, and I know he did well yesterday. But I thought maybe Manek, Manek had 26 and he was ejected early in the second half. So it could possibly be him. I don't know how he did in game 1. Houston, the Final Four. They got a squad, man. I really think if Johns was more confident and shot more, he'd score. Hard to get in a rhythm when you average 2 shots a game. Yeah. I think he knows his role, though. I think he knows his role in the team. There's other scorers. Jesus, take my legs and walk for me. Brady Manek right behind him and almost missed on an entire half a play. Impressive. Yeah, okay. I was about to say. All right, this guy's got to go. You're gone just for mentioning the N-word. Ban in 3, 2, 1. There you go, Alan. Yeah, I wish that I was quicker to the punch there. I wish I would have seen that. Yeah, he's gone. I'm tired. Goodness, says Colton. Yeah, I'm tired too, my friend. I'm trying to keep the energy. I think I'm doing okay, but Kickin' Chicken says, let's go blue. It helped me out if Ohio State was playing a little bit better here. Be a little bit more entertaining. Yeah, let's go blue, my friend. I like it kicking. Facts, I could see Hunter come out struggling, miss a couple bunnies maybe. So if he takes a little to get into a flow, if Houston isn't scoring anything and Eli is facilitating and we not hitting, no good. Yeah, I agree. Somebody's got to show up, man. I feel pretty good about, I don't know, Villanova. I'm not sure about this year's team. I haven't seen them play much. They usually do a really good job guarding the perimeter. I tell you, man, Jay Wright, just his coaching ability just scares me. He knows how to find what you do well. He's just one of those coaches, knows how to take away what you do well. I love how I will say this. I watched, there's a press conference for Michigan, Dickinson, Eli Brooks, Terrence Williams, and Coach Howard. And they said, they were one of the people asked, what'd you do to stop the 3-point shot? Because Tennessee was like 12 for 4 or 14 for something, 14 for 16 or 12 for 14 or something like that in threes in the first game of the tournament against Longwood. And, they took all the credit in the world. They were like, we practiced it and we knew we had to get out on them, play up on them and all that. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, I got to be honest with you. I don't think we defended the 3-ball well yesterday. I know that Tennessee was 2 for 18, but I don't think that had anything to do with Michigan. Off the top of my head, I'd have to rewatch the game, but I recall, like, out of those 18 3-pointers, I would say like at least 11 of them were wide open or relatively open, late hand in the face, a running hand in the face that wasn't there in time, that isn't that distracting. I just think that Tennessee missed open threes. I think we got kind of lucky in that regard. But a lot of times that happens if a team's hot at behind the arc. That's why you can't live and die by the 3. And Tennessee learned that. Michigan's had teams like that in the past. Duke has slowly but surely, I think Coach K did it deliberately. They slowly but surely did away from that. And actually it's kind of been hasn't worked out for them or whatever. It's been a while since Duke. I think the last one was against Butler or whatever when they won that championship. But they used to be that team for sure. I remember growing up, Duke was like live and die by the 3, and a lot of times they do well in the first couple rounds or so, but they die by the 3 in Sweet 16 or Elite 8. Duke does less with more. True story. They're very true. The coach that is leaving is Ryan Pendon to Illinois State. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I figured it wasn't Phil Martelli because he's old. I think he's going to stay there a bit. You think Duke will lose today? I'm going to make that prediction right before that game because I'm calling that game next. I'm pretty up in the air about it. I think it could be a good one. I have Texas Tech going all the way, although I hope Michigan takes home the championship. I had Texas Tech in my Final Four originally, and I think I'm going to regret moving them out of it. I picked, well, I don't know. Yeah. I picked Gonzaga over Texas Tech in the long run. There's Pittsburgh on the screen. I like Pittsburgh. I've been there. I ended up picking Gonzaga, and right now, if I could repick that, I'd probably take Texas Tech. But, who knows, man? If Gonzaga gets hot, they're definitely in my opinion, they're the best team in the tournament, and they deserve that number 1 overall seed. But, they've just been, so far, they haven't looked great in the first half of games. Texas Tech has a shot for sure. Facts, Tennessee missed a lot of good looks. Yeah. I was wondering, I watched that press conference and I'm like, I wonder how other Michigan fans feel about that, because I just completely disagreed. They're taking credit for defending it well, and that was in the game plan and stuff. And I'm like, what was in the game plan? I didn't see you guys get out on 3 balls at all. I remember when I was calling the game yesterday over and over again going, oh, that's for sure going in. They got to hit eventually. I did it over and over again. I mean, they were open. And a lot of it wasn't, Michigan's fault necessarily. It was great passing by Tennessee. And, I was really impressed with the way Tennessee, I was really impressed with their offensive sets and how they work it around and find the open guy. And, Kennedy Chandler does such a good job of, he does what I said Frankie Collins does, drives that lane and dishes, and that's so effective, man. I love point guards that can do that. Those point guards make people around them better. A lot of good looks. You get a lot of good looks with those kind of point guards. Pistol Pete had one of the greatest games of all time. Pistol Pete went to Daniel High School, which is about Daniel High School is probably about 4 or 5 minutes away from Clemson University. So he's a big name around here, around these parts. He didn't go there for a long time, though. Sorry, Ray, I'll let you finish. Wait, let me finish what? I'm going to let you finish in a bit. But Beyonce had one of the best albums of all time. Ziegler missed like 2 wide open corner threes in the second half late. Yeah. Maybe 11's a stretch out of the 18 shots, but I know for sure it was at least 8, 9 maybe. I'm feeling some kind of way that Michigan is doing better than Ohio State in a lot of sports this year. Wish it was the other way around, Lisa. Most of the time it is the other way around. Well, not in basketball necessarily, but in football, of course. Yeah, you got to I think you Ohio State fans, you've been spoiled or whatever. I'm not cracking on you. That's, I tell it to Clemson fans here all the time. Like, you guys get I've got a lot of Clemson friends. I don't know if my buddy Alan's still in here or not, but I got a lot of Clemson friends, and most of them are pretty reasonable in that regard. They definitely know that, like, they're definitely savoring the moments where they were good, where they've been good in football. Because, outside of Alabama, in my lifetime, I've watched a lot of teams come and go. A lot of teams be great and never come back, or come back once every blue moon kind of thing. I mean, I remember growing up, Tennessee won that championship. Miami was good growing up. Southern Cal was good growing up. Florida State. And out of all that, Florida State's the only team that ever really came back a little bit. That 1 year under Jameis Winston, well, 2 years under Jameis Winston. But most of those teams have stayed down. Nebraska. Michigan was that way for a long time, and we just now got at least decent over the years. Lisa, you guys have but Alabama's been unprecedented, man. In my lifetime, at least, I've not seen a team hold on to be this consistently good for this long. You guys have had it good for a minute. Can't we share? Yeah, there you go. Are you going to do the USFL? No, I'm not, Colton. Nah. I will not be on YouTube very much over the summer and stuff. I'll be on here pretty sparingly. Unfortunately, I wish that wasn't the case, but I don't know, man. This Amazon thing's growing pretty fast. It's growing pretty fast. So, sooner it grows, the sooner I can get rid of doing DoorDash on the side, and then I can probably do more for YouTube. But to be honest with you, it'll be kind of tempting to not do DoorDash and do more Amazon videos, because the more you do, the more you make. But I'll have to find a healthy balance between my YouTube growth and my Amazon growth. The problem is, and I'm going to get into the game because it just now started, but one of the problems for me that I got to figure out, I know what you guys want, but like I got to be smart here, and this Amazon opportunity, it's only supposed to, it's going to get oversaturated. Once all these creators find out that you can do this and make money this way, a lot of people are going to jump on board doing it, reviewing Amazon products. And so it's kind of like a cash cow. It's like, it's got a limited time period. Most people think it's going to last about 2 to 3 years before it gets oversaturated with competition. So, my thinking is I got to go hard in the next 2 to 3 years on this thing, because it is definitely worth it. And I made a lot of mistakes with my student loan money and stuff like that. I have to, I am not focused on money, but I would love to, with an opportunity like this Amazon thing, I would love to change my life around for the mistakes I've made with student loan debt. I'd love to get that debt paid off and just get rid of that, man. It's overbearing. So that's a long way to say no. More than likely not. Also, make sure you have everything ready for me next game. I will, man. I tested it this time around, so I think it's going to be good this time around. But who knows? I'll figure it out otherwise. By the way, Gridiron Blitz, my buddy Gridiron Blitz, co-creator or whatever, he does he's going to be doing USFL coverage, Colton. The Gridiron Blitz. 41-29. Villanova with the ball, 18:43 remaining here in the second half. Got 63 in the house. Thanks for being here, guys, for Ohio State versus Villanova in the round of 32. Winner goes to the Sweet 16 against, this one team. I can't remember the name of them. I think they're really good. Probably the greatest team of all time. Villanova with it. 41-29 is the score. Pull-up jumpers missed. Rebounded by Kyle Young. A little bit of chippiness there. Nothing doing, though. Still going on with it. Branham with the drive. Loses it. Out of bounds. Villanova ball. I didn't think you would get that joke, Ray. I get every joke. I was class clown in high school. Actually, I don't. I'm just kidding, but I was class clown in high school, so I usually see humor in things, but class clown and most likely to brighten your day. What happened? St. Peter's, in my opinion, going to get smoked in Sweet 16. Yeah, most teams do. Who do they play, though, Ari? This has been one of the worst years for me in terms of memorizing the brackets. Usually I always know every region. I can probably even, outside of the 16 seeds and maybe even some of the 15s, I could usually go down the bracket in my head in order, and I just am not doing a good job of it this year. 44-29 is your score. Villanova just hit a three. Bang! This is our largest lead today of 15 points. I need Ohio State to play better, man. I think I'll be more lively in the next 2 games or whatever, because I'll be getting closer and closer to, being done on a. I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. I know I've complained a little bit about being tired and stuff like that, but it's very difficult to do a full day of games 4 days in a row. And it's not just calling the games. Like I said, you got to set the games up and stuff, make all these thumbnails and everything. It's a lot of work. I've not, it's been nonstop. You guys have seen me for 2 hours at a time, 2.5 hours at a time for these games, but there's also takes about 30 minutes for every game to be set up. So that's what I'll be doing a total of 4, 8, 11, 14 games. So that's another 7 hours that I've worked doing thumbnails alone. So if you figure every game's, if you figure every game's like let's just say 2 hours, and I covered 14 games times 2, 28. It's not that bad. It's 35 hours. But it's also late nights and there's also like stretches in between, or it's not like I actually get a real break in between. Most of the time it's just me setting, getting everything ready. But yeah, it's not as bad as I thought, though. Honestly, I thought it was like 45 hours or so of work. So now I'm going to shut up and stop complaining. Pull-up jumper by Branham up and in. Makes it 46-33. Ohio State trying to get this thing done. 10 points for Branham. 4 of 9 from the field. Same. Yeah, I think so, are you? I'm mostly talking about Buckeye basketball. Seems we never get very far. Yeah, Buckeyes not necessarily known for their basketball squads. I remember they got the championship that one year against Florida, though. They get, they're always up there. I don't look at them the same way I do Purdue and Iowa, who I really feel are going to choke. But Chris Holtman needs to go, says Ballin. Lisa, I will trade you basketball every year for a football win. Deal? I'll take that. Who do you want to win? Says Roger. Kind of want Ohio State to win. Ohio State-Michigan matchup would be pretty cool in the Sweet 16, and obviously we probably fare better against a 7 seed than a 2 seed. First free throw up and in for Villanova. That's Caleb Daniels at the line. I think that Ryan Day is a better coach, so I would want to keep him. I think the jury's still out on Ryan Day, and I'm not hating. It's tough to tell. The bar's already raised so high with Jim Tressel and Urban Meyer back-to-back coaches. That's a lot of pressure for Ryan Day. All that money to pay for college to learn, and I paid $0 to learn about eternal life in Christ Jesus. Exactly. Oh, trust me, I would not. I think I would have gone to college if I could go back, but I wouldn't have gone out of state for grad school. I wouldn't even have gone to grad school at all. I made a lot of mistakes. I was a first-generation college student, and some people say, oh, I can't stand when people say, oh, he's an idiot for racking up college. Like, you don't understand. I didn't have – my parents didn't tell me otherwise, and I didn't know. We got sold a lie, man. I get mad when people say that because that you're kind of insulting my intelligence at that point. And Lisa, keep your coach. I just want the win every year in football instead of – oh, yeah, got that one already. It would be a miracle. It would be a miracle Ohio State gets to the Final Four in basketball. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough region, man. But it could happen. This is a murder. Yeah, it's 15 points. Not looking good. Dang, says Mike. Big Ten dropping like flies. Yeah, already lost Illinois today. Ohio State in trouble right now. I just want Ohio, says Lisa. Ohio State would be so good if they just had someone to help Liddell. Yeah, I mean, Branham's playing fine. Yeah, but they're not getting a lot of help otherwise. I agree with that. How far do you think Villanova can make it? I have Villanova in the championship game and losing to Gonzaga. I think the ceiling for Villanova, I think they're definitely in the mix of one of the best teams in the nation and winning the championship, especially with Jay Wright and the experience he has and experienced backcourt that you guys have or Villanova has. I think for sure that they could win. I have them going. I would just want Ohio State to make Final Four and actually be competitive in it. Yeah. Yeah, that's, it is cool. It's a great experience. Michigan's, we've had 2 championship appearances in the last decade, and we've been to the Elite 8 twice outside of those 2 appearances in the last decade. We've had a heck of a run for Michigan basketball, but we just haven't got it done in the championship, man. I want Villanova to win there for this chat. People will know what team I am a fan of. I feel scared saying this, says Mike. Could we get past OSU or Nova? I think we can get past both. But I think we'll lose to Nova. I think we would lose to Nova. I just, I like Coach Howard. I think he's okay, but, I just don't trust his coaching ability against Jay Wright's. And that's not a knock on Juwan Howard as much as it is a kudos to Jay Wright. I think that I think with a week to prepare and, you're telling me that Jay Wright has the better team. He's way more experienced. And right now at this moment, you don't know what Juwan Howard's going to be as a coach, just yet, but jury's still out. But right now at the moment, the better coach. So just give me Villanova in that regard. But of course, I'll be rooting for Michigan. If we get hot, we got a chance for sure. This isn't fair, says Harold. Michigan versus Nova. Looking like it. Oof, Ohio State, says Ballin. Hey, Ray, what up, Nicholas? Good to see you, brother. I agree with you, Ray, 100. My man, Michael. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, it's one reason I don't want to go because I don't want to go into debt. Yeah, be careful with all that. What I'm going to tell my son is, unless it's something like, unless you're going to be a doctor or lawyer, or like an engineer, something that really does require that degree, I'm going to be against it. The problem is, never mind. I'm only one of his parents. Let's put it that way. So we'll see which one he listens to. because I'll be the one that's right, but the other person will be the one that's more in it, The other one's probably the one he'll listen to, unfortunately. 48-33. Nobody listens to me. Man, getting back down here is Zed Key. He's going back out to Branham with 4 on the shot clock. Branham drives left, pulls up. Branham's playing well. He came to play today. It's 48-35. Buckeyes still kind of hanging in there, 13 points is not what they hoped for, but it feels like it could be worse. Yep, there it is, as Mike Ray, Ohio State was in my Final Four, but guess what? I don't care. They lost to the Blue Eagles. Flashback. Ooh, they did. Oral Roberts. If the Bucks make the Elite Eight, I will go outside in my underwear. Ooh, recorded or it didn't happen. I'll put that on my YouTube channel. Branham, I think he walked. They don't call it. I'm pretty sure he walked on that. Me and the boys, after we are the biggest rival, losing to Villanova, let's go, says Mike. On the Buckeye spring game. On to the Buckeye spring game. Now looking forward to the spring game. Oh, Lisa, don't give up on them just yet. Foul there by Villanova. They have 3 this half. Ohio State with 2 fouls this half. And the possession error right now. Gonzaga has not been too good. Yeah, they haven't looked great. But who knows? They could click at any point. Me too, Michigan spring game. Yeah, we're going back to contact, apparently, Nicholas. We did that stupid touch stuff last year, and that was or 2 years ago, maybe. I can't remember, but it was stupid. I just watched it on Big Ten Network. Yeah. I'm rooting for Duke since we beat them. There you go, Lisa. Duke, Michigan State up next on this channel. I think that should be a good one, but who knows? I thought this was going to be a good one too, and so far, not the case. Ray, want your opinion? A lot of people complaining the Big Ten tournament hurts the Big Ten because the teams that go to the championship plays 3 to 5 days straight, then only get 3 days for. I don't know how you feel about that, Jimmy. I think that's an excuse. At that age, I don't recall being too worn out or whatever. The travel and stuff makes it a little different, but it depends. A lot of the Big Ten teams, like Ohio State, they're playing in Pittsburgh right now, so you can't tell me the travel had anything to do with it. And these people are young. If I had to play in multiple games in a small span like right now at my age, that'd be a problem. I think it's a viable thing when you're talking like NBA and guys that are older and stuff. But I don't know. These college kids, I don't know if I buy that excuse. And it's not like it's that different than some of the other tournaments that wrap up on Saturday. 48-37 is the score. Ohio State down by 11. Couple stops and baskets, and they could at least put the pressure on, What happens a lot of times when you squander a lead, you start to force the issue and stuff. And that's been the case right now for Villanova. They haven't scored in 3 minutes and 28 seconds until, nope, missed there again. One thing I don't like about having a beard is I've noticed plenty of times where coffee's stuck in my beard. I'm going to have to figure out how to avoid that. Up and in on the runner, Kyle Young, and Ohio State's on a run here. Down 9, 13-36. Villanova calls a timeout. But yeah, I don't buy that, Jimmy. Who's going to win? I picked Ohio State, but it's not looking great on that. Which is the hardest sport to call and the easiest? Thoughts? I've done intramural, so that doesn't mean anything. But I mean it. I've done officiating, and I mean, yeah. In my opinion, it's for sure basketball. Basketball is there's plenty. Let's put it this way. How refs have to act confident after they make a call or whatever. What I wish people would stop doing is getting a hard time to basketball refs on late whistles, or kind of late whistles. They give such an issue on that, and that it's become a problem over the years because these refs they blow whistles early in anticipation because they're so nervous about people getting mad that they blew the whistle late. And I really felt that when I was doing intramurals because I'm telling you, I had to act confident in my call. They taught us to act confident in your call, and so you represent the intramural department well and stuff. But so many times I had blew the whistle in anticipation because people would complain if I called it too late. And I'm thinking in my head, I acted confident in the call, but I'm thinking in my head, this guy's right. I mean, he's right. I made the wrong call there. But you're just trying to you're trying not to anticipate everything, but it's just so fast paced and stuff. And, athletes are athletes, they'll look like somebody could look like they're about to just pummel somebody or whatever, and they're athletic enough to get out of the way and change my mind on the pick, but it doesn't matter on the play, but it doesn't matter because I already called something. I already blew the whistle. I can't say, oh, never mind, keep playing. So yeah, I think basketball. Basketball. Baseball is the easiest in my opinion, and I'm actually a fan. I understand it's traditional and everything else, but I'm a fan of there not being a home plate umpire. I want it to be like technical, like a technological balls and strikes. I don't know. I know that's not how people want because baseball is the old fashioned sport, but I listen to you, Ray, my man, Mark. Thanks. I appreciate that. Flashback to November 27th, 2021. There you go. I'll take that. I obviously love that moment. Yeah, both of those coaches have won national championships, and hopefully Day does as well. Yeah, he's got big shoes to fill. I agree with you on everything on that, Lisa, except for hopefully Day does as well, because I don't want that. Hello there. What up, MSU? How you feeling, buddy? How you feeling about the game? Calling that next, MSU and Duke. If Ohio State takes an L to Villanova, Michigan State will be next, and all my Michigan homies will be crying in joy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for some, Big Ten representation a little bit. I don't usually get into the conference thing a little bit, but that much. But a lot of people are giving Big Ten a lot of flack here, so it'd be nice to have a good day for the Big Ten. But we're off to a rough start. Might be all blowout today, guys. I sure hope not. Hate to end that way. No, Brunk, why? Oh, yeah, Brunk. What a last name. Uh-oh, Ohio State coming back. Bang, indeed. Sorry, Ray, 3 minutes ahead. You're fine. No, I agree. Just wanted your opinion, says Jimmy. Oh, appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, I think it's an excuse because I'm just trying to go back to when I was that age. I was playing every day, man. And it's just pickup, but it's actually pickup a lot of times. I think you play more, longer and more. You don't get breaks and stuff in the action and stuff. And you play hard back then when you're young. Gillespie with a nice little crossover and gets fouled on the drive by Eugene Brown. Cassius Winston said he'll come back for today. Yeah, Cassius Winston, I got to be honest with you. He was a Wolverine killer, man. He got us. A lot of respect for him and the way he plays. U of M versus OSU. Let's get it going, says Mike. That'd be awesome. It'd be awesome on this channel. We got 76 in the house. Thanks for being here, guys. Please do hit that like button. 48-39 is your score. Nova with the lead. Make that 49-39 after the first bucket from the stripe. Yeah, nice dribbling there by Gillespie. NHL hardest, pace and names, bowling easiest. Talking about commentary, by the way. Oh, commentary. Oh, see, I went on a big spiel for no reason then. I think that I love commentating basketball, though. And it's fast paced. I love it because it's just these 2-hour games are, I like college basketball the most. I think that football is kind of hard commentating on YouTube because I have chats and stuff going and everything else, but it's hard to talk about the game because it's a little bit slower pace and stuff. I think basketball is a little bit easier. I have more fun commentating basketball games. Even though I probably enjoy football overall more. I enjoy calling the games. They're only 2 hours long, so I can give more energy. I don't feel like it drags on in my head or whatever kind of thing. Gillespie with another make there. That's the first field goal they've made since 12:24 in the first half. Maybe for him, Gillespie. I don't know. I think I'd have to see that stat again. Zed Key up and in, makes it 52-43. Ohio State still trying to battle here. Ray talking 10 minutes straight. Uh-oh, bang! Yeah, I go on tangents. I'm fine. I like going on tangents. It's a community, man. YouTube community. 3-point shot. Bang! Up and in for Nova. Makes it 55-43. Every time Ohio State tries to claw back in, Villanova hits a key shot. They're 6 for 13 behind the arc. Ohio State 5 for 14. Branham picks up his dribble and turns the ball over. NHL, both Mickey Redmond and Ken Daniels, they do a great job calling the Red Wings. Yeah, I think that'd be tough. I think hockey would be tough, especially with the names, like you said. Can you name 5 Big East teams and not the big schools? not the big schools. I'm just going to name big because I don't know what you would consider big and not. Villanova, Providence, Xavier, Cincinnati. It's hard because, these conferences have changed, Seton Hall, St. Joe. No, they're probably Atlantic 10. I'm not going to say them. Squash St. Joe's. They might. No, they're not in there. I got 5 right now. This is one of those questions that if I had time and wasn't streaming, I would definitely know, be able to do this. I named 5 just now, but you said can't name the big school. So I don't know what you consider a big school. Is Seton Hall considered big or? Rhode Island is not a Big East school. I think I keep confusing the Atlantic 10 with the Big East. Stinks because, like, when I grew up, the Big East was so easy to name, like with Syracuse and UConn and all those teams, but that's since changed. But UConn's still there. UConn, right? But I think UConn's still in the Big East, right? So we'll go UConn and Butler. I'm trying not to look ahead in the chat because I want to keep trying to think. I think I've got 7 if UConn really is still in the Big East. I think they are. Is South Florida in the Big East in basketball? I'm going to say no, but I kind of want to say South Florida. All right. I'm going to stop there so I don't get too far in chat behind it. But if I start to think of names, I like that question, Harold. That was fun. Play the Michigan Fight a cappella. Hail to the victors valiant. Yeah, we play the choir. We're going to keep playing the choir before games because we're winning. So no need to stop it now. Define big schools, Harold. No Villanova or Marquette. Oh, Marquette. That would have been a good one. I forgot them. Oh, no, but wait. We want Ohio because of no one says the NCAA, LOL. I only watch it on Big Ten Network, says Nicholas. Going to a Michigan football game this year against Michigan State. Can't wait. Ooh, Mike, that's awesome, man. I got to get that one on my bucket list one day. So you want more St. John's, Creighton, Butler, Xavier, and Georgetown. There you go. There's a lot of them. I should have got St. John's. I should have got Creighton. And I should have got Georgetown. Georgetown's been one for a long time. You do a good job doing it all, my man, Steve. Thanks for that. Appreciate you, brother. Me too, says Nicholas. OSU, let's go, says Terrence. Let's hope we win this year, says Mike. MSU cheated last year, says Nicholas. I don't know about all that. Strip sack, flashback trauma. I mean, there were, MSU didn't cheat. The refs just made a bad, but Michigan had their chances. We should have found a way to do better against Kenneth Walker. Damn, I ride back on campus and our Buckeyes are losing. What's going on, Justin? Yeah, I thought they were going to play better today. Still got some time, though. My father still has flashbacks, says Mike. JJ McCarthy, fumble Nick. Red Rover, this game is over. Red Rover send Nova on over. Where's that game going to be played? Where are we going for the Sweet 16? Does anybody know that answer? Detroit fan, LOL. Wasn't Louisville in the Big East at one point? Yes, they were. Whoa, he has trouble with the snap. And he scores. Jalen Watts Jackson. MSU finish it. Ohio State with the rock here. 55-43. There's some contact there. No call is made at all. And they're going to be a flop warning. Samuels warned on the flop. Yeah, Louisville was in the original Big East. They still had football when they still had football. The all-time series is Coach K 12-3 against Izzo, but Izzo has won 2 of the last 3, so maybe the bounce power has shifted, hopefully. We're going to see. I just hope it's a good game. And the ball is free. Yeah. What is going to happen to David Ajabo? I hope that somebody's going to take a flyer on him even with the injury. I can't imagine they would, though. I don't know. It's hard to find rushers like that. I don't know much about Achilles injuries. I think they're pretty bad, aren't they? Stop it, Nicholas. Hi, I want OSU Michigan Sweet 16, so go OSU for today. Me too, Connie. Hey, Connie, good to see you, my friend. I know. I did. I said all that already. Just left my cousin's birthday party. Nice, Preston. Hope it was a good one, my friend. 5 Big East schools, Providence, Marquette, Creighton, St. John's, Georgetown. There you go. Yep, indeed. On the last play of the game, unbelievable. Yep, this game not going so hot for OSU. They're still down 10, though, and with how bad they've played, I would take that if I'm a Buckeye fan. 10:48 remaining. They haven't played terrible, but they haven't looked good. This definitely isn't their A game. In and out there on the shot for Villanova. Ohio State will try to look to get to single digits here. 10:34 remaining here in the second half. Kyle Young with it over to Liddell for three. Miss. Long rebound by the Ohio State Buckeyes and almost a turnover, but a beautiful pass by Liddell, and Zed Key blows it, drops it. I like it, though. He puts his hand up and hugs his man Liddell. He's mad at himself. Yeah, he owes him an apology. This beautiful pass just a beautiful pass, and Key can't come down with it. I like the way he did that. Liddell smiling. That's funny. I'm a Villanova fan. Let's go, says Owen. Michigan fan, says Nicholas. This game is going horribly for us. Yep, still time, though, Lisa. Can't make mistakes like that, though. Could it result in a three instead, though? No. Zed Key trying to make up for it on the rebound. Misses a bunny shot. Come on, Zed Key. Zed Key. He better make these free throws. If I'm a Buckeye fan, you better make both of these free throws, Zed Key. You have dropped a wide open pass, missed a bunny, missed the putback. Which basketball program has more prestige, MSU or Ohio State? That's easy. Michigan State for sure. San Antonio. Okay. I've been to San Antonio before. Beautiful city, man. I loved it there. Imagine like in Ohio State. Imagine. I'm missing Pitt's Big East days. Oh, yeah, Pitt used to be. So after March Madness going to be back during the and Rutgers used to be, during the fall for football season. Yes, I'll be here for football season. I'm for sure going to do the NBA draft as well. I mean, NFL draft, the first round of it. And I'll probably creep in here once every blue moon or whatever with a video or a stream or whatever, but I won't be doing much. Finally, some great weather in Columbus again. There you go. Yeah, we got some beautiful days in South Carolina. My luck, it's been beautiful the whole time I've been calling the tournament. All 4 days pretty well. I think the first day was kind of rainy a little bit, but my luck tomorrow will be terrible. I haven't even checked the weather, but the one day I get off from streaming, it'll be bad. The entire Big Ten can agree Ohio State sucks. San Antonio, nice. Love San Antonio. It was a lot of fun. The one day I went. Owen says, yep. Ask anyone except Alabama, says Nicholas. Best case was he recovers in 6 months. Yeah. I've heard Achilles tears are pretty bad. Yeah, we're not so good at basketball. That's why most of us look to football season. Yeah, I can't blame you. Achilles injury will make him out for at least a year. Young players usually overcome them, but it ends vets in the NFL. Thanks for letting me know, Stomping. Yeah, I figured they were pretty bad. If Ray bans me, it's just a joke. I'm not going to ban you, Nicholas. True that, says Mike. Go OSU, says Michigan man. He'll be back in a year and a bit, depending on how bad he wants to get back, but just lost millions. Someone will pick him late rounds. I think someone will probably pick him like maybe mid rounds or so. I don't think he'll go late just by that injury. But it probably loses his stock. It's hard to find a good pass rusher like that, though, so you never know. You know, it just kind of depends on team needs and, you know, what happens with the other picks and stuff like that. Trying to take my bias out of it, like I would definitely consider it as a GM. You know, like if I'm a team that I know doesn't need help right now or whatever, and we're going to be bad for a little while. In my head, you know, nobody likes to believe that, but GMs think that way. I would consider it. Bang! Branham on the three on the other end. Great passing out of Ohio State. Good extra pass there. And all of a sudden, Ohio State down 6. They've made a ball game. Made it a ball game. 55-49. Gillespie, nice pump fake. Beautiful drive, but even better defense out of Kyle Young to recover. Blocks it out of bounds. 13 on the shot clock. South Florida is the only former Big East team in the American since the AAC was formed to be the replacement Big East. Good fact there, MSU. Hey, Ray, the only team that likes OSU is Alabama for money purposes. It's true, NCAA confession, LL. And you think games go under? You think this game goes under 134? What we at right now? 49. 104, now 106. So 28 more points. I think it goes. Ooh, that's going to be close. I think it'll go over. The way these teams are shooting right now, I'm going over. Up and in for the Buckeyes. Branham puts it in. 19 points on the day for Branham, 8 of 13 shooting. Kyle Young injured on the play. If MSU beats Duke, Kyle Young injured. He's had a contusion. 3 contusions this year, Reggie Miller just said. If MSU beats Duke, we'll be going to San Francisco. San Fran. That's interesting. I didn't know that they did games in San Fran like that during the tournament. It looks bad for Kyle Young. Reggie Miller seems to know that injury well and said that that's what it is again, is a contusion injury. Oh, concussion. I thought they said contusion. Man, that'd be a bad loss for Ohio State. Kyle Young, third leading scorer on the team, and does a lot of stuff other than that. Just had a great defensive play the prior possession. That could be big. 57-51, nonetheless. That's a walk. Yeah, that's a walk. Do you think Georgia repeats in football? No, I don't think. It's hard to repeat in college football, you know. I think not. My first thought is Ohio State to win it all next year, but I'm scared to commit to that just yet because I say it every year and they don't do it. I don't want them to do it though. I'm cool with it. Branham inside to Zed Key. There's a foul off on the entry pass, and Ohio State is not yet in the bonus. That's the 5th foul for Villanova this half. Hey Ray, I wish Nike would sponsor you. That'd be dope. I'd take that. Garrett says every post showing Jawan hugging the player has comments like, good thing you didn't get punched, LOL. Funny one time, but the rest are annoying. Yeah, people are not original, are they? I don't know. He's going to have to do some work, but some people are never going to let go of that moment, Garrett. But that's funny about that is those are the first people that when they make a mistake, they want to be forgiven right away and without, changing their ways or whatever. But most people don't want to be forgiven, but don't want to forgive. Foul there on, looks like Liddell. 57-51. Villanova with the lead. 8:05 remaining here in this one. Within 6. Yes, indeed. I think he'll go late first to second round. Yeah, I'm thinking second or third now with the I think it'd be tough to go late first now, but I'm gonna go second or third. But again, if depending on what I needed and what my team was, if I was a GM, I would definitely consider it. It's tough to get a pass rusher like that, man. And I really believe he's a good pass rusher. I'm not just saying that as a Michigan fan. Like, he has some good moves. That one Michigan fan, but I will say this about Ojabo too. I think he does have good moves. As we go to commercial break, 57-51, Villanova with the lead. 93 in the house. Thanks for being here at commercial break right now. I will say this about Ojabo, and Aiden Hutchinson. I believe they're both really good pass rushers, but it kind of is crazy that both of them are good pass rushers on both ends, and it almost sometimes it makes you wonder because when you have two good pass rushers on both ends. You don't know what one of those pass rushers would look like if the other one wasn't as good. And if another team could key in on you a little bit more than what they were able to with two good pass rushers on your team. One of the best examples is, he played for Detroit because you had Jadeveon Clowney for the Gamecocks on one end, and then on the other end it was his name was Devin something. He was good. He played for Detroit and he was pretty good. But he looked better than what he was because Clowney got so much attention that he ended up being, a little bit more free. That one Michigan fan after seeing this game, chill with Cat, says Mike, we got ourselves a game. Indeed, we do. 57-51. We're at commercial break with 7:56 remaining. When UConn rejoined the Big East, they became the first public school to join the Big East since they dropped football. There you go. 80-75, OSU wins. My My prediction was 71-68, Ohio State. Remember, the Warriors' new arena is in San Francisco, so that's where the best West Regional will be. Yeah. I feel like I'm just used to that being in like Los Angeles or something, or maybe that's early rounds. Brady, Connie says, my prediction. Okay, Brady, too high of a score. Michigan fans watching this game be like, shelter in. I'm not scared, LOL. Go Blues, says Wayne. No one likes Ohio State because they're jealous, and a lot of teams wish they were like them. Mike says, just kidding. I know, laugh out loud, says Wayne. Some Peak says, people still talk trash about Woody punching a player. Now you want that to be gone ASAP, LMAO. No, I don't want it to be gone. I think Jawan's, I'm not saying he should be. I said earlier, he's got to gradually over time make up for that. In my opinion, he's got to prove that he's changed over time. And if anything, anywhere close to what happened that day happens, he's got to go. But Stop It Big, I don't think that's a fair comparison at all. Woody did that to a player, a college kid, college player versus a staff member is a little different. Go Blue, I agree, says Mike. You were talking about church yesterday. Are you Catholic, Baptist? My church is non-denominational. I mean, it kind of leans towards Baptist, but I'm not that extreme of a Baptist, that's for sure. It's non-denominational though, and contemporary. After March Madness, you're not going to be back until football season. Yeah, more than like I'll be back every now and then, but around that time, bang, up and in off the glass, and it wasn't a 3-pointer, it was a 2-pointer. 57-53 is your score. Branham has made his last 6 shots. Branham is crushing it. I think he has 21 points. Biggest lead of the day was Villanova by 15. There's been 1 tie. No lead changes. Ohio State has yet to hold the lead. 3-point shot on the other end. Bang! Villanova answers. 60-53. Let's go. Keep playing like that, and someone else needs to get hot, says Harold. Woody still takes heat for that, even now when he's passed on. EJ Liddell spin, shoots, misses. Rebound by Caleb Daniels, and Villanova's going the other way. Ohio State needed that bucket. 7 minutes left here. I can guarantee if MSU wins, Draymond Green would have front row seats with Steph Curry next to him dressed up as Sparty. Yeah, played in San Francisco. That's awesome. Foul there by Ohio State. Yeah, foot was barely on the line for Branham on that shot. Don't be scared at all. Don't be scared at all. OSU will just lose to us anyways. Feel bad for Ajabo. Yeah, me too. Even if he wasn't a Michigan guy, I don't like injuries. I've been through them. They suck, man. All right, here we go. Villanova up 60-53. 6:44 remaining here. Moore passes it out to Caleb Daniels. 4 on the shot clock. Daniels pulls up, misses, rebound by Zed Key. We got a game. Indeed we do. Just sparking fire in the chat. Inside pass to EJ Liddell, guarded by Gillespie. This is a mismatch. Shoots over him, up and in. He knew it right away. Do you remember Thunder Maximum? He is my cousin last year's sports. He watched your channel. Yeah, I do. Tell him I said hello. That's crazy. Got a lot of people who find my channel and they know somebody else that found my channel. You have 69 likes. Like it. Nice. 104 in the house. Thanks for being here, guys. 60-55 is your score. Wildcats up over the Buckeyes. 5:54 remaining here in the second half. 5 on the shot clock. Moore with it now. Pulls back. Nice move. Shook the man out of his jock strap, but can't convert. So Ohio State's going the other way off the miss. Branham now back out. 4-3. Looks online. Bang! Up and in. 60-58. Buckeyes down by 2. Those two are one of the main reasons Michigan beat Ohio State. I agree. Only 94 in the house. 111 now. We'll take it. That's not bad. 15-5 run for the Buckeyes. 5:18 remaining. See if Gillespie's experience can pay off. On the drive. Rejected. Villanova ends up with it. Gillespie now in the corner. He misses. Rebound out of bounds on Ohio State. Zed Key can't corral it. 5:04 remaining, 20 seconds on the shot clock. No one is jealous of OSU. Ha ha. When I put dumb comments on there like that, Ray, you don't have to read them. I usually just read too fast sometimes. Sometimes I say words I don't want to say or whatever because I'm reading too quickly. And that's not a challenge for you to do that, by the way. Holy cow, we're going to commercial break. We scored over 50, LOL, says Jimmy. There you go. Woody punching people, yeah, 1974 after MSU beat Ohio State 16-13. The crowd rushed the field since OSU was ranked number 1, and Woody punched kept going after fans while going to the locker room. I did not know about that. Use the Dead Sports time to do your funny videos and maybe recruit updates. Yeah, I'm still going to make videos every now and then or whatever, but I think you missed it, Brian. Like, I was doing YouTube full time, and so I was able to get a lot of YouTube videos out and stuff, but I ran out of money. I'm out of money. YouTube just doesn't pay that well or whatever right now. And I got this opportunity from being a content creator of working with Amazon doing review videos, and that's going really well. And so I'm having to put a lot of attention on that right now because I need to pay rent and child support and everything else. So kind of, I like to be transparent, there's a lot of creators I feel like that wouldn't tell you guys that, if they were doing what I'm doing, because, it sounds like it's like I'm just going wherever the money is, but that's not the case. I just have to go wherever I can pay the bills. I got a son to support and I have to have shelter over my head. So yeah, that's what I'm doing is a lot of Amazon. And so it leaves very little time for YouTube. I'm doing Amazon and DoorDash right now. I'm trying to do everything I can to survive. So yeah, trying to figure all that out. Really, really believe if I can get that Amazon thing really rolling, I can give up DoorDash and that'll give me a lot more time to do YouTube. That's my hope. Ray's going to cover some football games. Oh, soccer. Coke, okay, Buckeyes, says Susan. What up, Susan? Good to see you, my friend. Tigers won 8-7 against the Yankees. Nice. Can't wait for baseball season. Cannot wait. 60-58. Villanova with the lead. 4:40 remaining here in the second. 126 in the house. Pump fake here by Samuels. Nice pump fake there. Puts it up. He thought he was going to get fouled. He does not. Good job getting out of the way there, but as a result, there is a bucket. 62-58. Nova with the lead. You must thought I was done. You must thought I was done. You must thought I was done, says Justin. But who cares what he is gone? That happened before I was even born. Yeah, that's another thing. I can't really speak too much on that because I don't really know. It was before my time. Liddell, that one was a tough miss. It was in and out. But Key with the great rebound, and he'll get fouled too. Both teams are in the bonus, 1-1. But I think that's a shooting foul for Key, maybe. Oh, come on, Buckeyes, says Susan. Honestly, 11 seed versus 2 seed should be interesting. I think it'll be good. I mean, I think the Michigan-Ohio State or Michigan-Villanova game will be good. 58.6% free throw shooter is Zed Key. He does have 2, though. Misses that one badly front rim. Almost airballed it. Wow, what a game now. I think so dependent. Basketball players wear jock straps. Do they? I never did. Laugh out loud. No, they don't. I don't know. I thought about that when I said it, but that's just what was it? An expression. Just for the record, I didn't mean to type that first comment. Baby on lap. You're fine, Susan. I just read everything. EJ Liddell's the best blocker in the nation. He's up there for sure. I like Liddell's. I like his game. Woo, we smoking. See, I'm putting you in timeout, Jay. I almost said that word, and you made me say it yesterday, so you're going in timeout, and if it happens again, I'm going to have to block you. Let's go, Buckeyes, says Lisa. Do you have an email? I do, but I don't give it out. Pull up jumper, Gillespie with the make, 64-59. Child support is welfare for women. I won't get into that. We had that talk the other day during the Colgate game. I agree with child support. I just don't agree with how much you got to pay for many people. So I'll leave it at that. You go where the money is. It's a business. You got to eat as well. Thanks, Wayne. Thank you for understanding. Most of my community is understood. Everybody's been very understanding of that. And I can't tell you how grateful I am. I think being transparent the way I am and genuine and just really letting you guys know the truth or whatever is important. I think it's important to have a community that trusts you and knows that you're going to be honest with them. And right now, like I could make YouTube content on top of DoorDash and Amazon, but I would literally have black under my eyes and be working, 60, 70 hour. I'm already working like 50, 60 hour weeks doing Amazon and DoorDash. That would take me up to like 60 or 70 hours a week, man. I just can't do that. Definitely not for a long period of time. Bum. Taylor, what's up, man? Appreciate that. He says, hey, Ray, hope you're having a great day. Glad to watch today, knowing Michigan is moving on. Man, I don't know about you, Taylor. Like, it really still has not hit me yet. It has not hit me. I don't like, because I didn't have a lot of expectations for this Michigan team the way we looked. I did going into the season, but with the way we looked or whatever all year, I just didn't have the expectations. So it's one of those things that has not hit me. A lot like Michigan when they beat Ohio State in football. I was like, this has not hit me yet, like, is this a dream? Pinch me, please. I said Sweet 16 for Michigan with this team that I've seen all year is the ceiling. So unfortunately, I think, especially if we play Villanova next round, I think it'll probably come to an end, but we can beat Villanova and we can beat Ohio State. So I think this team's capable. I said it earlier too, man, there's a lot of teams that could make big runs here. It's anybody's to win here. So, I'm glad that we still are fighting and still have some time left, Thanks, brother. I appreciate you as always, man. I hope you're having a great Sunday, man. Hope it's beautiful in Iowa, my friend. How's the weather there? John Wayne says, let's win it, Villanova Wildcats. There you go, my friend. Great one. I'm a Michigan fan, so I'm just waiting to see who we play here. Well, a lot of people respect the honesty, and it's rough for a lot of people right now, so people need to keep that in mind. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for understanding me. Yeah. Most people have been very understanding, That's one thing. I've built a really good community, and my community has helped out to keep that as a good community, man. Everybody's real nice to each other in the chats and stuff, and there's plenty of people who come in, they've never seen the channel before, and they start, they're used to other chat rooms or whatever, and they're inappropriate or rude or whatever. And my community just does such a good job of like nipping that in the bud right away or whatever. Or we just get rid of, there's some people that won't block those people, some creators that won't block those people. I'm blocking them. I don't care if that's one less subscriber that I could possibly get, I don't want that subscriber. I don't want somebody coming in saying words that I don't want to see, doing things that I don't want them doing. We don't got to be PG, but we got to be like, I want it to be clean. Let's go, Buck, says Gavin. Best of luck to you, my friend. I don't, says Gavin. All right, OSU, just keep using cocaine and you will win. You're a good man, dude. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate that, Eagle. Nova choking. I wouldn't say Nova. I think Ohio State's playing really well. I think it's Ohio State's hitting, man. Branham and Liddell came to play. Ray, I'm doing a meet and greet in Cali if I want to come out and say hey. If you want to come out and say hey. A Luke McIntosh meet and greet. Missed free throws. Ed Key missed both pretty badly, too, honestly. Halftime, FC Barcelona, as Vince Vaughn would say. 2, Real Madrid 0. Three-point shot missed. Rebound there by the Buckeyes. We're going the other way. That was Michi Johnson on the rebound. Daniels has 4 fouls for Villanova. Slater with 4, so they're in foul trouble big time. I didn't realize they were in that big of foul trouble. So be smart for Ohio State to attack. Liddell thinks about doing it, but loses the ball. Bad turnover there with only 3 minutes left. Down 5. It's nice 60s day outside. Plus, I always mean to put Ray, not Ray. You're good. You're fine. I understand that. Nice. Got to love that beautiful weather, man. It's gorgeous outside at where I'm at, South Carolina. Gillespie on the drive, spins out. Ends up in the corner to Caleb Daniels. He misses. And Villanova's not hitting, so they're going to have to rely right now on their defense to keep this lead here. Do stop pausing and read the chats. Luke, I am doing fine. Scoring drought for Ohio State, 0 points in the last 3 minutes. Ohio State struggling when it matters most. You think, man, like no points in the last 3 minutes. Even if they had 4 in the last 3 minutes, it'd be a 1-point game right now, but they are not hitting. On the drive, Gillespie. Out to Dixon. Back to Gillespie. Fade away. That'd be a huge shot. Gillespie misses there, though, pretty badly. I think it got airballed. And that's an offensive foul on Ohio State. committed against Daniels. Ohio State just unraveling here on the offensive end. Wow, bet doing DoorDash right now is hard with gas prices. Love that you put yourself ahead of YouTube. Most creators do the opposite. My man, Jimmy, appreciate you, man. Yeah, I've kind of had to like increase my Amazon time and decrease my DoorDash time because of gas prices. Hopefully those will figure their way out because, yeah, it is. DoorDash has been one of the ones that have not they were charging. Other companies like Uber Eats and stuff are charging like a gas price fee now that gas prices are up right now temporarily. And DoorDash, to my knowledge, I know they hadn't done it when I last checked. They haven't done the same thing. Dixon 4-3. Bang! He hits. Nova with an 8-point lead. That may have iced it. I mean, 8 point. You can come back from 8 points with a minute and a half left, but everything's going to have to go right at this point. Ohio State had to hit during that stretch, man, and they just did not. Indeed, Jimmy. We're at a commercial break. 67-59 after that 3-ball from Villanova. 136 in the house. Thanks for being here. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing to the channel. This is On Tap Sports. We cover all the sports all the time, and we're here for the entirety of March Madness. We're on day 4 of streaming March Madness. 4 games on Thursday, 4 games on Friday, 3 yesterday, now 3 today. Michigan State and Duke, and Texas and Purdue still to come. I'm scared because I want Michigan to get to the Final Four, but I don't think it'll happen. Yeah, it'll be tough, man. We haven't looked great all year, Gabe. So good time, though, if you're going to get hot. Good time to get hot now. We have as good of a chance as any, right? Too bad this ain't football. Go Bucks. My man, Eric. I think you guys can beat Nova in football. Ray, I can't wait to play against y'all November 26th. Yeah, I'm gonna just enjoy it until it lasts that we haven't lost to you guys in a couple years. Thanks to COVID and us playing well last year. Bum, 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 bum. My man Wayne, appreciate you, my friend. $2 Canadian super sticker. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. God bless you, man. Thanks for supporting the channel, brother. Ray, in Spain to watch El Clasico on TV, one has to wear a mask and swear, not being misogynistic. My man. Yeah, you misogynist. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, says Susan. There you go. Come on, Buck, says Gavin. Best of luck. Looking troublesome right now, though. Honestly, I hate OSU, but I only don't like the people on Twitter, not those little kids who were simply born in Ohio. And if you hate those kids, just why? Is Michigan the Big Ten sole survivor? Maybe so. Illinois already lost. Ohio State looking to be in a rough position right now. Purdue's favored by 3, but that should be a good game. Michigan State's an underdog, 6.5 point underdog. And Ohio State is nice as heaven. Nice. And Ohio is nice as heaven. Nice. Always love beautiful weather. Spring's a good time, man. I'm ready to go on hikes and stuff. Come on, Buckeye, says Eagle. Let's go, Buckeye, says Susan. Another bad pass there at the feet. And Ohio State has a possession arrow, so they'll retain possession here. Geez, Mount Lee, says Susan. Bucks are done, says Wayne. They're in trouble, man. I agree. 67-59. Possession arrow moves over to Villanova. Ohio State 0 points in the game of life, says who? Jim, I'm no misogynist, Harbaugh. Go Buckeye, says Wakanda forever. Can you imagine if Michigan is the only Big Ten team to make Sweet 16? I knew the Big Ten was going to struggle, man, because, again, I've said it plenty of times here in this tournament. You know, a lot of good teams in the Big Ten, not many great teams, if any. Illinois was my only pick to go to the Elite Eight, and they're out. Everyone in this chat are goons, but I'm pooping right now, so be quiet. Thanks for the visual, Luke. On the drive, Zed Key, or on the baby hook, it's in and out. And it'll go out of bounds on Ohio State. They want a review. We're going to see. Well, it looks like we have a rematch of the 2018 National Championship. Michigan and Villanova, indeed. Hopefully it's not the same result. Well, good luck against Villanova, says Jimmy. We're going to see. We're going to see. It's going to be a tough game if we play them. What is the score? It's on your screen, my friend. And I've said it a few times, but it's 67-59. Villanova with the lead. You deserve that win, but we get it back this year in football. Can't wait. I think you do too. It's at the shoe. Michigan lost 7 guys on defense. Lost our defense coordinator, lost our offense coordinator. I just don't see it happening, but who knows? Though no one cares, Michigan won the Big Ten hockey tournament. Yep, we did. We beat Minnesota. I got a good community that tells me about that. Who you guys think this is out on? I think Liddell. What do you think the score will be if we go against the Buckeyes or Villanova? Well, I'm going to just guess Villanova because I don't think they're going to squander this lead. I don't know. I got to see some things. I'm going to make a pick right before the stream next week, so I'm allowed to change it. But I think we can beat Villanova. I just don't like that Jay Wright has a week to prepare for us. So I'm going to go, for now, I'm going to go 73-70 Nova. I'm in Ohio. It's nice as hell. There you go. What other games are you doing today, Ray? Good question. I got Michigan State Duke next. Whatever time that game starts, I'll come on screen 5 minutes before then, or around 5 minutes before then. And then we're going to do Texas and Purdue. Same concept, 5 minutes before or around 5 minutes before. Michigan State Duke, Texas, Purdue. So a lot of Big Ten today. And that's not from my Big Ten bias. It's just the games that I kind of just go through and choose the games to catch my attention. They're trying to figure out who the ball's out on here. It's 1:06 left. I think they said Ohio State's keeping possession here. MSU and Duke has me hiding under the covers. Party on, Izzo Goat. There you go, JR. We got that game next here. It is Ohio State ball. We need that week to get healthy. Yeah, I agree. Although I think we play better without Devontae Jones, honestly. On the drive, Branham up and in. What's new with him? He's been great today. Only 2 points in the last 3 minutes, though, for Ohio State. It's a big issue. Now, Villanova, pretty tough pass there, man. He got fouled, but that was a tough entry pass. Ohio State almost came up with a steal. Nonetheless, it's a 1-1 up and coming here. Villanova up 67-61. Do you think our basketball program will be better next year? A lot of it depends on who stays and who goes. Got to believe that Hunter Dickinson's going to go ahead and go this year. But I think Caleb Houston's going to stay because he didn't reach his potential, and that matters, you know. So I'm going to say better. I think we'll be better next year. First free throw up and in, 68-61, Villanova. You know, I don't think you can compare to how far we get in the tournament, you know. Like, better is relative, you know. Yeah, better's relative. Like, let's put it this way. If this year's team gets to the Final Four, they're not better than last year's team just because they got further than last year's team. That just means they played better at the right time and stuff like that. But they have definitely not played better than last year's team. 69-61 to score. Ohio State with the ball. Branham on the drive, pulls up, jumper short, rebounded by Daniels, and he'll get fouled. He'll go to the line also for the 1-1. Villanova looking in good shape here. Seed and be like in March Madness, MSU versus U of M in one image. Let's go Duke, says Teddy Boy. Hi, says Bet. What up, Bet? Good to see you, my friend. 127 in the house. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Gabe, it will be okay. He's got his son coming, but he has to win without John Beilein players. Agree. Well, a lot of these guys that are playing are his players, though. Actually, all of them are except for Eli Brooks. Liddell misses the three. Out of the starters, I mean, Brooks was Beilein. Diabate, Terrence Williams, Hunter Dickinson, and Caleb Houston are all Juwan Howard. So I'm so nervous for this game, says Saints. I still remember Wright doing a walk-on College game day, and he said the coach he never wants to face again was Beilein. Yeah, I can imagine so. They have a great deal of respect for each other. I'm still shocked to this day that Beilein left, honestly. I didn't think he was going to go. I thought he was going to be one of those long-time Michigan coaches, and I like want long-time coaches and just stay. It's more common in college basketball than football. I thought he was going to be one of those guys, and I think he regrets it. I really do. He'll never come out and say it, but I think he does. Obviously, it didn't go well with him in Cleveland. Blue versus blue on Thursday? Oh, indeed. Good blue versus bad blue here. 71-61, 35 seconds remaining. Ohio State with the ball. Liddell swings it over for three. Branham misses. Out of bounds. Villanova ball. Brooks, says Wayne. Yeah, Eli Brooks is the only one from Beeline, I think. Key sucks. He's had a tough day. I agree. Dropping that pass that one time, that was tough. Wayne Walton, very true. Johns, out of bounds on Villanova. Ohio State will get the ball back. Oh, yeah, Brandon Johns, yeah. Yeah, I was talking just out of the starters because I think Nunez is Nunez and Jaron Falls. That's both Beeline as well. This game was over once Young left the game. Oh, I forgot about that, Eric. That's a great point, my friend. That is a great point. I don't think you can use that as an excuse if you're an Ohio State fan, but it's definitely a talking point. But injuries are part of sports. Unfortunately, you hate to see that. I forgot about that. That's a good point. The entire state of Michigan is almost crying in tears of joy right now. This game was over before it started, says Michael. Where does Tom Izzo rank in terms of college coaches to you? Also MSU compared to other programs. I respect Tom Izzo. I feel like I'm saying this not, by the way, Villanova gets the win, 71-61. We're about to close out here so I can have a little bit of a break, little small break between Michigan State and Duke. But I'll say this really quick. I'm not saying this is a Michigan fan. I'm trying to stay neutral here, but Tom Izzo is one of the biggest crybabies about officiating and stuff like that I've ever seen my entire life. Outside of that, okay, I'll start with the bad. Outside of that, he's definitely up there, man. He is definitely up there. Maybe he doesn't have the amount of national championships that some of these other guys do, but has had some excellent runs. And while Michigan State's a basketball school, it's not like it's not the same bloodline as Duke and Kentucky and Kansas. So he's done an excellent job and deserves all the kudos and credentials that he's gotten. Mike says, let's go blue. Made my day. Well, not today, OSU. Indeed, Villanova gets a win. I bet Nova Michigan will be the first game Thursday. We're going to find out. I'm, of course, going to be doing it no matter what. Hope you have a great day, guys. If you're not going to be here for the next stream, appreciate you dropping in. And please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. If you like college basketball and sports in general, we're here to cover it here on Tap Sports. I'll be here shortly for Duke and Michigan State. Going to grab a quick bite to eat, and I'll be back on in just a little bit. Thank you, guys.